don't care. I don't care. No sympathy. Don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry.
Well, hello. What are you drinking?
Hey, man. We got Blue Note Juke Joint whiskey out of Memphis. A little uncut. It's a high proof. I've had it before on the stream. It's a little local. Memphis had a preseason game today. So
how'd they do?
Trying to support. They torched the Charlotte Hornets. It was like 128-98, maybe, I think was the score. I thought I caught it. So preseason literally means nothing in NBA or any pro sport really, but they're young.
They're getting their reps in. I saw that dunk, that throwdown the other day.
Oh,
we're gonna have to ask Alan.
He had like four of them.
Yeah, he did have a couple. We're gonna have to ask Alan and whether or not they're gonna do any preseason moments.
Cash grab.
I think that's a hot topic. Cash grab. No, it's content. Content is king. You should know this by now.
Yeah.
There was a John Collins one that was nasty too.
Really? No.
Here's the question though. Here's the question: could NBA Top Shot make the preseason relevant?
Ooh, I don't know if they could single-handedly do that. I mean, Summer League was already kind of gaining steam before Top Shot came around because it was they've really done a good job marketing it as like your first look at like a lot of young superstars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because like the whole notion of like younger players are getting better faster, like they're able to be relevant right away. So that's made the Summer League good. I don't know if the preseason it really translates in much to the preseason because, like, I mean, yeah, John Morant had those moments, but like the Bucks sat like their entire team, I
guess that answers that question.
Well, I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not like clamoring for preseason moments. That John Collins dunk was pretty nasty, though. Maybe so. Here's the thing: no preseason moments as a set, but like if you did throwdowns. Like,
and it just happened to be one in there.
Just happened to be in the preseason.
You snuck one in there.
Well, we should probably just like bring Alan in and start talking to him about this type of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, let's
might as well.
Let's bring that guy in here.
Mr. Allen, how are you?
Hello, doing well. How are you all?
We're so good.
Excellent.
I know Dumbo is going to join us in a little bit, but it's been a minute. It's been a while since I've talked to you on the stream. The
It's
last
true.
time that you were on the stream was one of the best episodes that we've had. It was fantastic
Less true.
and did probably metric wise like one of the most watched streams that we've had. So we'll see if you bring the magic again and everybody just fights tooth and nail to be here like they did the last time. But I'm certainly happy to see you.
Well, I'm happy to be here in the plungeon again. It's a good time.
So since we've talked last, which was, I believe, early May. So it's been, is that a dog?
5 months.
Been 5 months. 5 months or so. A lot has happened. So
A little bit.
a lot of it. So I don't want to ask you about right now. We'll get there. But let's start further back.
Okay.
May, we were in the throes. I think it was probably Cool Cats 3. Cool Cats 3.
Wait,
so,
in May?
Yeah, because it was 3 or 4, right?
May 25th, we were like waiting for the LaMelo. Like we had already done everything.
Oh, so it must have been already done.
So we were further along, but I mean,
anyway, fourth, yeah. We're somewhere in there.
We were in the slog somewhere.
Slog is relative. I've come to think of it as the preseason of NBA. No, I'm just kidding. But you were at the point from a design perspective with Top Shot where, from my understanding, you were still playing around with different ideas for how to perform challenges and utilize different mechanisms to sort of reward collectors for completing XYZ thing. So I'm curious, like, how much of the stuff that has come since then is closer to what you would consider like the things that we will continue to see moving forward?
Yeah. So the way that we operate is very much, and hey there, Dumbo.
There he is.
Welcome. The way that we operate is very much better to roll things out and learn from them rather than perfect everything. That's why we released in a beta state when we knew that, you know, there's a lot to add before we'd be in full release. Like, we could have just spent another year building and then dropped a product, you know, that was more finalized, but we wouldn't have been able to learn from everything from the community, and the community has been amazing. So we had this vision in place, and I would say we're probably about 50% of what we had envisioned, like where we'd be now, and 50% of well, we didn't realize that this was the right way to go, or that these were the decisions to be made. But by releasing what we released and getting that feedback from the community, from all of you, we learned, right, that actually what we were planning isn't quite the right way to go, and that there's a better way of doing it. So I would say about half of where we've gone since then was not how I would have described it if you had asked me in May and I had been able to just, you know, fully describe what it was going to look like, you know, in October, because we hadn't learned those things yet. And so I'd say it's about half and half there.
So what is something that is on the cutting room floor and it will never be resurrected that you plan to do, but there's no chance that you're ever going to do it?
Something in May? Something that was still true in May?
So of the 50%, like you went down the 50% path. We thought this other 50%, we got feedback that it wasn't good or whatever. And we have since diverted from this idea that we thought we wanted to pursue that we're never going to pursue because of how things shook out or whatever.
Well, we never say never.
Sure.
that's one thing. So
only Siths deal in absolutes.
This is true. So I would say that it's a, let's see. So this is a good question. trying to think of what I could actually
Yeah,
reveal
what can
that
you actually say?
we're pretty much not planning to do that, wouldn't cause some kind of ruckus by bringing up. I'm drawing a bit of a blank.
Okay. Well, here,
Yeah,
let me rephrase it.
mhm,
Is there
sure.
something that you tried already that that you realized that doesn't work well, that you will likely not try again?
Well, okay, so we've definitely, there's the obvious example, which is how in series one we were I personally, and I'll take full blame for this, was very much of the belief that there's a great case to be made for that same LeBron dunk, right? Being in a legendary and a rare and a common set, and and
Accessible at various
allowing
levels.
exactly, and allowing everybody to be like, damn, I really need to have this in my collection. And so, everybody can. Obviously, we're talking about series one, and the scarcity levels even of commons in series one are, so low that for very small quantities of everybody can own those. But that was something that I did believe would continue to scale and would be a core part of the product, because I believe in inclusivity, and I really do. I continue to believe that the legendary versions of those moments, are still uh, extra special, and like, given the choice between, being able to own any one of those, anyone would choose the legendary. And we see in the marketplace that that's even reflected, in terms of value in a very real
Right.
way. And so, in terms of the marketplace reality and how it has actually played out, and the fact that, there's a lot of, again, it's very relative numbers, but there's a lot of people who can own that Kobe tribute dunk, right? It's
Right.
not 50, it's not 37 people can own that, right? Which I think would be unfortunate if that was the case. As much as it's kind of awesome for those people, and as much as that can be a grail moment,
Right.
it's unrealistic that most people could own that. So that was something that I believed in, but it was really clear that it creates so much confusion. And while I still believe it kind of works as you get like really immersed and you kind of experience it, it was a blocker for a lot of people even coming to try to experience things. And so that was something that we learned, that some people just straight up don't like it, and some people might grow to like it, given the experience. But it becomes a really hard sell, and so it's something that we've moved away from. Now there is the one exception to that, which is of course the ultimate moments, the platinum ice, which we continue to
Win
mint.
platinum ice, bro.
What's that auction?
So
What's that auction? Me and Bungie to combine
so
our shekels.
you guys want some
Yes.
info,
Yes, I do. Yes, please.
I would say stay tuned in the pretty near future for some official announcements about how you're going to be able to get your hands on the very first released Ultimate NBA Top Shot moments. That is coming. That information is coming a lot sooner than I think most people would expect.
And so just for like resetting everyone's expectations, because we haven't talked about this in a long time.
Yeah,
Ultimate refers to the tier of moment above legendary. So there is
that's right.
common.
That
Well,
exists.
fandom now. We have fandom, we have common, we have rare, we have legendary, and then we have ultimate. And that ultimate moment, I think I saw like a mock-up thing a while back that had like a scale of the models of each of the actual physical attributes, not physical, but like the 3D renderings. So it's like the cube is a little bit more fleshed out. I don't know if you can share something like that, that
4D
there's a
cube.
mock-up, a 4D cube or whatever it is. But within so ultimate refers to the tier, but there are sets that correspond to that. So the sets are platinum ice and genesis, or are there other sets that are going to be of the ultimate tier?
So at present, all
Chugs, can you hear him?
I can't. No,
Hey, Alan, can
I think
you
your
pause for
audio
a
cut
second?
out.
Yeah.
Raham got this mic.
All right. Hey, yeah, let's try. Oh man, I was like, is he doing this on purpose?
Somebody remotely just killed his feed.
So fandom is not below common. Did someone tell me that? I thought fandom was a tier below, or is fandom just another? Dumbo, what's up, man?
No,
So I had to
it
cut
was
Alan. Alan was just spilling all these secrets. I had to
sniped
chop him
him.
out. Yeah. He's
Cut
in the room
his
next door. I ran over, I just pulled the cables out. No, let me explain why Alan is sorting his issue out. So, common isn't. So, if you were to look at the rankings, it probably does go common, fandom, rare, legendary, ultimate. But like, fandom, because of the way the minting works, right? It's based on the demand. So you could have a higher mint count of fandom than you have for common in that series or that set.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yes,
at
it
the moment, the sort of standard common is 40,000, right? The newly released commons. If 40,000 and 41,000 people went to Vegas to buy the fandom tier moments, it would have then been 41,000 fandom tier moments. You see
it
what
was
I mean?
attendance, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's no, obviously that wasn't going to happen. That would have been insane if that had happened.
Right.
So my cat is trying to get in the way. So that's why it's a little bit awkward to say is one above or below. But in the general rankings, it's common, fandom, rare, legendary, ultimate. Oh, there he's back.
He's back.
Hey, Alan.
Maybe I'm back. I'm not sure. My internet seems to be acting up all of a sudden.
That's Rohan.
That was
Rohan
very,
was sitting
that
there
was
just
very
like
timely.
I thought Alan was gone. I was like, he's done for.
So where you left off was I was asking the question about ultimate tier moments, and
I think he just turned his camera off so it's not so laggy.
Could be.
You were asking if there was going to be something other than Genesis and Platinum Ice within the ultimate tier.
Right.
So again, we'll never say never.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. But I will say that the thing that I'm most excited about when it comes to the ultimate tier is the Genesis moments. It was something that I've been reflecting on recently. The fact of how those came to be, and sort of the foresight that we had as a team to recognize like how special it'll be, whatever those first NFTs that exist on the Flow blockchain, the first NBA NFTs that are ever officially made, and the first Top Shots, right? If Top Shot becomes everything that we expect and hope that it will, everyone's going to want to know, well, what was the first? So what can we do to make sure that those are extra special? And so we took the first 150 plays that we had curated for NBA Top Shot, and we made one of one collectible moments for those. We created a tier for them, the ultimate tier, and we created a set called Genesis. We minted those 150 moments into Genesis, and we closed that set forever. So there will never be any more Genesis moments out there. And people get excited about CryptoPunks, right? There's 10,000 CryptoPunks. There's 150 Genesis moments, and they're all these one of ones, and they're all Top Shot debuts, obviously, and they're very exciting to me. And those are the ultimates. And then the other ultimate moments that we've been creating is every time we add a new play to NBA Top Shot, we mint 3 of that play into the Platinum Ice set. And there's actually a different Platinum Ice set for every series. So there's been a Series 1 Platinum Ice, a Series 2 Platinum Ice, and a Summer 2021 Platinum Ice set. And so we have those ultimate moments as well. And one thing that I'll say is I'm really excited. There's been a lot of very exciting things happening in the Flow ecosystem recently. When we talk about getting things started and the kind of origins of Top Shot and the origins of NFTs on Flow, it all started with Genesis, and we've reached all kinds of great milestones within the Flow blockchain community that are really, really exciting. And I don't know what better way to celebrate Flow coming of age than perhaps having an opportunity to obtain some of the very first NFTs ever created on the Flow blockchain.
Interesting. There are lines, and I am reading between them.
I don't know what you're saying. What the plungeon
All right.
is the acoustics in here. I don't know.
It's something. It's something about the walls. How do we get them, Alan? Says LG. It's almost like LG.
Money,
like
lots
is
of
L,
it.
Yeah, go ahead, Chugs.
Well, I had one question that I don't know who started it or when or how, if this is purely rumor or not. One of the three of Platinum Ice, the rumor, and this is, I mean, months ago, probably back in like March or something. Rumor has it one of the three is essentially a set aside for the player himself. Is that true, or is that like totally a rumor?
Stay tuned for official announcements and more details about the ultimate moments out there. I don't want anyone jumping in here and cutting my internet off again.
I thought so.
Wow.
That's neat. That is neat.
So here's my free advice. You should expand the trade ticket situation to include other NFTs. Do you know how big the like locker room vault of like crazy NFTs you could acquire for people trading their stuff in to try and get a Platinum Ice or Genesis would be?
You could call it the Kitty Bank shot.
You could call it the Kitty Bank shot.
The Kitty Bank shot.
You could call it anything. You could call it like, it would be, and I know that there's cross-chain compatibility issues, but like, just saying, you could do some serious damage, and then here it is.
Think of all the Yetis you could have in there.
It could be a DAO,
you know?
and then every Top Shot collector could have a stake in. This is I'm doing your job, Alan. This is
so it's interesting that you talk about both cross-chain, compatibility and other people doing my job.
I'm just kidding.
No, so the thing that's most exciting to me about this coming of age of the Flow blockchain is that we're going to finally start seeing some of the fruits of everything that we've been building towards, right, for this year. And we've got to talk about the birthday celebration last week that Dumbo really, he was our mastermind behind that. So everybody, if you enjoyed the celebrations, round of applause for Dumbo. He made that happen. Obviously, team effort, but it wouldn't have been what it was without Dumbo. But we're finally getting to celebrate everything that we've been building towards, and it's been a very long journey, or certainly has felt like ages. I mean, it's been a year since we've come into open data, and in some ways that's not any time at all. And in some ways that has been many lifetimes for many of us. But the great thing about where we're at with the Flow blockchain is now it's going to become possible for people to build and deploy smart contracts that work the way you're talking about, right? If somebody wants to create a DAO, a true DAO, right? Truly decentralized, permissionless, autonomous organization that accepts NFTs, maybe you bridge some of those blue chip NFTs from Ethereum to be secured by the Flow blockchain, and maybe somebody acquires some of these Genesis moments once they're available one way or another, and seeds them into the DAO as kind of a basis, and everybody can sort of burn their blue chip NFTs to get their share of a Genesis moment. It's the kind of thing that I really believe people are going to start building on Flow pretty soon, and they're going to be able to do that because we're going to start pretty soon rolling out various levels of support for moving beyond the current Top Shot ecosystem within the Dapper wallet, what everybody knows and loves. But there's a reason why we did all the extra work, and it was 10 times as much work to build Top Shot on a blockchain, the way we did. And it wasn't so that we could keep everybody, within the Dapper wallet. It was because we can offer that experience in the Dapper wallet, get everybody really to the chance to experience Top Shot without all of the crazy complication of MetaMask and all of those things that come with other blockchains like Ethereum, and then have the door be open to the decentralized, open, permissionless, autonomous systems that can and I believe will be built. And I believe we're going to start seeing things pretty quickly on Flow. And I think the world's going to be so radically different when we're celebrating year 2 next year.
So you mentioned El Dumbo talking about the birthday celebration of Top Shot. So year in review, it's the birthday of Top Shot because that was when open beta opened, right? Because technically the Discord was 2019. There was earlier stuff going on, but like at
Public
Top Shot,
beta.
you think of this is when we existed. Was it like was when we opened the doors for everyone? Is that the same with Flow? What do you consider like the birthday of Flow?
That I don't have good answers for. The team has some various opinions.
Okay.
There's
oh, and he looks up at the ceiling. I love
that. There's mainnet launches. There's Genesis blocks. For me personally, I think the real like proof point of Flow was when we minted those Genesis moments. Like those were really the first, really meaningful actions taken on the Flow blockchain from my perspective. Obviously, there were some like test transactions and making sure everything was running, and there were a bunch of people doing various things. But those Genesis moments were when everything was super real and super purposeful and part of this really long-term vision. Like everything was beginning right then. But Dumbo, I think you should talk about
yes,
the Top Shot birthday.
Talk about the birthday. Talk about
I would just say,
how all that shook out.
I mean, it's funny that Alan says about the discussion around Flow birthday because it was the same with Top Shot, right? Obviously, I'm not going to put Alan on the spot, but someone like Alan might be like, no, when we minted the moment, that was the birth of Top Shot. When we had the first customer in the private beta, the first collector in the private beta, I should say, like that was the birth. To me, it makes sense to do the public launch because that's like so many people also joined the site that day. And it was really cool when we were celebrating Top Shot birthday. Everyone was like, wait, it's my Top Shot birthday as well because I joined on the first day. And I just thought it was really cool. And seeing the way the community came together to celebrate the last 12 months was incredible. And like, I don't need to say it. Everyone here knows there's been ups and downs the last 12 months. There's been good, there's been bad. But like, I was worried as we highlighted the last year. Some people, that the people that have kind of sold their moments or they were never that involved, they're holder of the NFTs, they want to come in and be like, nah, let's pump my bags and trash Top Shot. It just didn't happen because everybody sort of stepped back and was like, we're not talking about micro situations here. We're talking about a massive IP on an NFT platform celebrating 1 year of overall success, regardless of if you bought in and you lost a bit or you bought in and you made a bit. Everyone just celebrated the community more than they did the moments, like the values and the prices. And I thought it was really cool. Like we had people talking about how they met NBA players because of Top Shot, and a year ago that would have never been possible. We had people talking about how many friends they met, like people that have built, like you yourself, streams, communities, but like businesses, like Moment Ranks, Evaluate Market, like everything has came over the last 12 months, and seeing that all highlighted to me was awesome. And I can't believe how much the community like stepped up. Like it was our most incredible, like the community engagement was off the charts compared to like any other time period in Top Shot's history, which is insane to think about. Like the amount of things we've announced and launched, and the thing that was the most talked about was just saying, it's our birthday, let's all celebrate together. Like that's insane, really. No offense, Alan. Like he's working all these features. I was like, nah, let's just tweet out happy birthday. Let's just do that. But like also, it was really cool how we managed to, and this is a shout out to the teams like Alan that work on the development side of things. We managed to do like so many other features that were like in the pipeline. We managed to push them to be ready on Friday, and like the sales emails that was meant to come out on Monday. But I was like, oh guys, can we please get it done on Friday? And shout out to Arthur, shout out to Alan as well, like all the people that worked on that behind the scenes and did that like overtime just so we could bring it out 3 days earlier because I asked. I thought that was incredible. Same with like the ETH pricing. Now that prices are on ETH, that was something that was always on the radar. It might have came out in October or maybe a few days later, but instead we lined it up to the birthday to show that like there's so much more we can still do. We've done so much over the last 12 months, and there's still so many more features and add-ons to come. But,
you make a good point, and just from as a user, right? Like the user of the site, things have changed a lot in a very meaningful way, not just in terms of performance within the site, but also just like features within it. And I think there's lots of things that all of us are still clamoring for to some degree, and all of them are more difficult to solve than some of the lower hanging fruit that you've maybe knocked out. But you've not just like knocked out low hanging fruit, you've knocked out some like pretty significant stuff too. And it's a good celebration. I'm happy about it. I do have a pack. You know what? Let's like crack a pack. I think I got one.
Will you take part in birthday giveaways? Or was it from
we should just give them away. Yeah, I can give them away. Let me do this because then we can talk about the moments within it. So let me share my screen here.
So what's really cool as well, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, but so it's not so obvious because obviously we had a higher mint count towards the end of the series, but like the moments in this pack are sort of series 2 moments from throughout the season. So you could be pulling moments from early drops in these packs. There's obviously a very low chance.
And stuff.
Yeah, but like I think that's really cool to do a 1-year birthday made up of moments from the last year, effectively.
Yeah. Let's see what we get.
I gotta say, Alan, one of the features that I was very, very happy to see, because the last time we were on, I like pleaded about it. When you go to list a moment, sales is shown as well as what the listings are. I remember pressing that so hard, and you were like, look, we're looking at everything about, and it's like, there it is. It's like,
we're listening and we're
listen.
trying. We're trying to make that experience right, and that was absolutely the right call.
I agree.
I think it makes things so much better.
One more suggestion so that I don't have to click 3 times when I'm listing a moment to find out like where the lowest listing is. Just tell me what the lowest price is directly in that screen so that I don't have to go check and then filter by lowest ask, because I'm just going to list it at ask or lowest ask anyway, unless I'm really trying to figure out where it's going to go. So that's my recommendation there. Anyway, I also think that there was some really smart development and like, performance choices that you guys made, like the sales pages, right? For like responsiveness on pages where like you hid things behind things. And anyway, I'm very complimentary of the things that have gone into this. So I've got 2 packs to open. I'm going to give away this birthday pack. So everything in this birthday pack, we'll give away all 3 moments to everybody or to folks in the stream. We'll do a Nightbot giveaway. I am going to keep the best of 2021 pack for WNBA. I am actually working towards the full set on that one, so I'm not going to give any of those away. But I'm going to go ahead and open this birthday set and we can share it together. All right. Let me know if you can hear this.
What are you hoping for?
So the first pack that I ever, or like the first 3 or 4 packs that I ever opened on Top Shot had like some of those 7,500s in there. So there's 10 of them. One of the best analysis that I ever wrote was the market cap analysis of the players between 7,500 and 1,500 and how some of them were like significantly undervalued relative to their other pieces. The most like egregious one being Damian Lillard at the time, I think. And it's sort of interesting and curious. If you thought right now, so there's 10 players, I could probably name them offhand.
That are 7,500.
Yeah. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Trae Young, Ja Morant, Tyler Hero, weird one, Damian Lillard, Giannis, Kawhi.
Is there a Steph? Is there a Steph?
There is a Steph. And then there is there's one more.
Zion. There's a Zion. Yeah.
So those are the 10. And knowing what we know now, like, and not to disparage any other players, there are a couple players that like Tyler Hero probably like got a ton of shine because of his playoff performance in the bubble. And then sort of like the lead into early series 2 stuff with the partnership with Dapper, but like now seeing how retroactively the series or the season played out, like it probably like there isn't as much shine there. So it's sort of interesting that like, you know, you'll see those things. And I think we're going to see a lot of that moving forward as well with some of these targeted packs, especially the playoff ones that like have value in the moment and in the time. But then as like players' legacies change and whatnot, they may become more desirable or less desirable. But anyway, that's a long way of saying I would love to crack one of those 7500s because I'm like very attached to them in some ways. All right. First minute, holy shit, man! Open the pack. All right, sorry, I don't have a 12-minute birthday video to play for everybody to watch. Here we go. Here we go.
Been a minute. All right,
Trey. This is not the Trey Young 824.
Not the 7500.
It's not the.
Oh, hey, Roser. How's it going, buddy?
There he is. What's up, man?
This is a good bucket, though. I really like these jerseys. I also think that these jerseys are perfect for a Cool Cats revamp where you just put an I in between the ML and K, and it's a milk jersey.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. Zion? No, Jackson Hayes.
This is actually a good dunk, I think. But Jackson Hayes is just, you know.
Yeah.
A dunker.
Milk toast.
I live for these celebrations too.
Yeah. I like them too.
Your potato internet is
yeah, I'm sorry guys.
a little choppy here.
It is. Ooh, good cereal though. I have never heard of this person.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Roser, do you know who that is? Oh, he just jumped out.
Yeah. This is a Top Shot debut though, right? Yeah, 12,000. I have not collected the Cavs set, but this looks like it would be important for that. So we're going to give these away. All right. Milk is not it, Plunge. Hey, I thought it would be funny with the Cool Cat stuff. Alan is my Cool Cat compatriot when it comes to that. So I'm going to remove that from the stream and pause this. We'll give all the three things away. So Alan, what should we put in the chat? What's the keyword? What do we want people to type?
Milk.
Milk in the chat. Milk it is. MILK. And Alan, have you seen my stream recently?
I have not.
It's okay.
He watches it every night. He watches it every night.
No. It's an okay one because I have a treat for you.
Okay.
It's a lovely giveaway song.
Subscribe and that bullshit. You might win some free shit. Gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. Give away some. Give away some. Give away some. Give away some.
I love it. That is amazing.
It's so good. All right, let's roll this. This is going to be for the Trey Young 32-943. We're going to go ahead and roll it. Day old pizza surprise. Day old pizza surprise. All right, Chugs, I'm going to ask you to write down all of our giveaway stuff tonight because
day old pizza surprise. All right.
Yeah, so day old pizza surprise in the chat. I want you to type in your Top Shot username. Go ahead and type your Top Shot username so I can gather it. I got scammed last week on a giveaway that I did.
I saw that. You got to be so careful.
Misspelling.
Yeah, so now I can't do the hey DM me thing because now I have to be super suspect about it. So
what happened?
So what happened was it was for D's Nuts, which is a hilarious NFT. But Crypto Babe, old friend of the program, is involved with Doge Pound and D's Nuts as an extension of that. So I told him I'd do a giveaway for him on stream, or excuse me, on Twitter. And I announced whoever won, I was like, hey, DM me. And within 5 minutes, someone had spoofed a new Twitter account that was exactly the same with just one character transposed, had the same profile, had the same bio and everything, shot me, hey, I won, here's my ETH address. And I was like, awesome. I copied it, threw it in there, sent it. And then literally as I clicked send, I got another message from the actual person like, hey, I'm so happy that I won. And I was like, shit.
Total straight.
Yeah.
con.
That's crazy because
Total.
Chugs was showing me his new NFT that he won last week from you. So I'm just saying, like, he might be.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
that sucks, though, mate. I'm
give
sorry
me
to hear
some
that.
Raptor news is the Top Shot username. Awesome. I will go ahead and send it to Chugs in the private
Need
chat.
some Raptor
And we're
news.
going to roll the second one here. This is for the Jackson Hayes 35-445. And we're going to roll it again. And if you've already typed milk in the last 5 minutes, you're solid. If not, type it again and we will roll it.
I gotta get in there, mate.
Efro Poker.
Hey, Efro.
Efro
Yeah,
Poker.
so he's a professional, one-time professional Magic player.
Oh, wonderful.
Saw he's gotten back into it. I've actually listened to his podcast quite a bit. Congratulations there.
Plunge
Awesome.
looks so upset. He's like, "Oh no, listen to Efro, not me."
What?
I'm
No.
just kidding, Plunge. I'm just kidding.
It wasn't me.
Hey, look, Dumbo's got
Efro.
jokes, man. He was ripping me on the Twitter streets last week on the birthday thing. We're gonna have to.
we've got
We're
a
gonna have to.
Efro, hit me with your Top
We're
Shot
gonna
username.
We're gonna have to go over that one.
It's just Efro, EFRO.
That's it.
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
confirm, but I'm fairly sure he actually won some packs. I had to chase it with him the other day. He's winning a lot at the moment. Yeah, Chugs, mate, that tweet you did for the birthday, easily one of my favorites. I don't know if you saw it, Alan, but it was one of the best Top Shot Mo memes. It was amazing.
Yeah, it
I
was
got
good.
the two winners were pretty solid. I gotta give them credit.
All right.
Nice.
Here we go. Rolling it for this is for the Isaiah Hartenson, and this one is going to
Bomba Road.
Bambros. B
Bambros.
Ambrose 22. Bambros,
Hey,
hit
congrats.
us with your Top Shot username in the chat.
Hartenstein.
Oh,
Bonus
get
points
that
if you know
TSD.
who that guy is.
And I'm gonna wait on opening my WNBA pack. Do you want to open yours, Chugs?
I can open a pack. You want me to
Yeah.
do the birthday one or the WNBA
Yeah,
one?
whatever you
I
want, man.
actually have both. I landed a birthday pack as well.
Whatever you want.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
B Ambrose, hit me with your Top
Terrific.
Shot username in the chat.
All right. Let me share my screen. I'll do the WNBA one. We'll mix it up.
You do it.
Yeah,
you do
let's see
you.
some W
Whatever
moments.
makes you happy, dude.
We'll
Just
do
live
the
your best
W.
life.
We'll do the W. Hold on 1 second.
While he's
I
doing
bet
that,
you're gonna
Alan,
get some Top Shot debuts there.
Alan,
So
you see my hat?
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool hat. Cool
Um,
cat's hat.
I gotta say though, while I have it up, so the first winner, by the way, of the Moanbro, I've got it right here. This person wrote this. So the joke of Moanbro is it's a guy who just in one breath tries to explain what's going on at Top Shot in any given moment, and it's like he's in a club trying to tell a girl, like, here's what's going on. So this guy writes, and then it overtook Meek Mill, and honestly, I'm thinking Moon, and then the NBA wishes a happy birthday. So yeah, of course I'm going to be a little excited, but can't get too high, can't get too low, right? Anyway, absolutely help yourself to some of the birthday cake I ordered.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
would have been my
was
favorites.
perfect.
I feel like it summed up the day, right? Because
Yeah,
like we were all
yeah.
loving it, and the NBA tweet came in, and it was like boom, 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 and
Well,
I was like,
just-
yes.
The idea of a guy having an actual birthday cake like in a club and being like, of course, beautiful girl, like help yourself to some of this Top Shot cake that I brought into the club for you.
Oh my god.
And the other key though is like he included hashtag Moanbro. He used every single character. He didn't have any punctuation or any pauses. Like it was all the right stuff. But anyway, let's get this pack. Roser, we're about to rip a little WNBA pack. Let's see.
Really? Why are we
Yeah.
doing WNBA with me here?
You don't want to see if we get like a
Diana Taurasi?
why not?
No, these are all the new ones. These are all the new ones.
Think that some of the thanks to some of my coworkers, I know some WNBA players.
All right.
I've got a
I'm
couple
trying to,
coworkers.
Roser, I'm trying to collect the whole set. I was trying to outwit, outplay, outlast Alan, and I was like, I need all of these in order to get the legendary. And I had this like whole like thing baked into my head. And it turns out that like in order to get the rare, you needed like 20 of them or like 4,000 points, which I had in spades. But regardless, I was absolutely convinced that I needed all 26 of these. And now I'm like pot committed. I need like all 52 of them or however many there are. Like
How
I
many
can't
of them do
not.
you know who they are? How many players did you know?
Before Top Shot, probably like 12 to 14.
Like
I could
Candace
name.
Parker, Diana Taurasi.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Skylar Diggins,
Maya Moore.
Smith,
Maya Moore,
Sue
yeah.
Bird, Maya Moore,
Elena
Sabrina
Della Donna.
Ionescu. I knew who Asia Wilson was. I didn't know how to pronounce her name. I thought it was.
I was the
Aria.
same way too. I called her like a job, and I
Yeah.
got like scolded at work for that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
So I probably
Chelsea-
did 10, maybe like I would say low end 8, probably more like 10 or 12 if I had to do a Sporkle quiz, but more than that now. A lot
Yeah.
more than that now.
I was gonna
Sabrina,
say-
I know Sabrina Ionescu because
Yeah, I mean,
She
she
was
had
like-
such a massive run at Oregon that like
Right,
she was
so
she was
close.
on
She was
ESPN
close
all the
with-
time.
yeah, she was close with Kobe too. She was really close
Yeah.
with Kobe.
You know that survey I put out like last week? I don't know if you guys saw that. So it was just a survey to the community. I just want to jump in and share this because you're talking about this sort of thing. And one of the questions, well, a couple of questions on there were about the W, and like so many people were like, "Yeah, I've learned more since the W came to Top Shot about the W." But then they also followed up being like, "And I love it, and I want to get more involved. I want to watch more of it, and I love it." And it's just incredible to me to see like hard data about what we're all saying here, what you're saying here, but like hard data showing that like we bring the W to Top Shot, and the Top Shot fans embrace it so strongly. Like it's incredible. It's also like I don't know after today's drop, but yesterday or the day before, it was like the second most completed set by volume was a WNBA set. Like that's insane to really think about, given how young the WNBA being on Top Shot is. But the community have just embraced it so massively, and I think that's awesome.
No,
There's two reasons for that.
About the WNBA that I've told some people. This was like 2-3 years ago. And I don't watch it a ton. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I sit around and watch the WNBA games. Like I don't know when they're on. But from the games that I did watch, like I watched the playoffs a couple years ago, and I told tons of people, I was like, it is better than men's college basketball. Like it's a better brand of basketball.
Better shooters.
With the exception of a few teams, like Gonzaga plays beautiful basketball, Villanova typically plays beautiful basketball. But like so many of these college basketball teams, it's so just grinding down, like not letting their athletes play. The court's so much smaller, and I do think they play a really good brand of like back when I was watching when I used to watch women's college basketball growing up. I mean, it's like UConn and Tennessee. Those are the only two teams that were like ever good, and they had all the good players. Now there are way more good women's players spread across the country now. And
Go Irish.
Like for a better WNBA.
Notre Dame, baby.
Notre
Just
Dame.
churning them out.
They've made some noise. Yeah. they've made
Yeah,
some noise.
Rika Gumbawale, that was the big one like a few years ago with that last second buzzer beater. She's in the
Was that a
league, scholar.
word? What was that?
Her name?
Yeah,
Rika Gumbawale.
that's not a name.
It's a name.
No way.
The one, so the run it back, the run it back W player that I got
Mhm.
was Neka
Okay,
Ngumkwe.
my buddy Devin, who runs
It's hard-
Grizzly
yeah.
social media, told me that he always gives me crap when I miss. I'm like, what is her name?
Well, it's-
Like,
it's almost like
he can't pronounce a simple word, but he can pronounce. He's like, it's Neko Gumake.
Yeah.
well, hey, in the women's game, in the women's game, it's like African names, and in the men's game, the hard to pronounce ones are like Eastern European. So it's
Yeah,
just kind of depends on
all
what
end in
what
itch
you're
at
looking
the
at.
end.
Yeah.
That's it. But
All right. So
let's rip,
you
let's
have a
rip
pass.
this. Let's rip this
thing.
sucker.
Who's
It's better
pack is
internet
it?
than mine.
This is my pack that I got today.
I hope
So I'm
you
gonna
get shit.
I'm gonna crack it open. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we get a little Tarasi debut or something. Oh, we got a little
Ooh.
different music.
Hold on.
All right,
I haven't
all
heard
right.
this yet.
See what we got here.
Little
It's Lil.
xylophone?
Well, look, it's Lil MC featuring Cozy OMG. So this is a feature.
Oh my God, Dios mío, they say, oh my God, Dios mío, they say,
All right.
oh my
Okay.
God,
Let's go.
oh my God, Dios mío, they say, oh my God, Dios mío. I walk in and they say, OMG, they either love me or they hate me, but they know this beat, my wretched poetry, cause God was scouting. I just
It's
said
every part.
LMFAO, I
Every
was
part.
JK Rowling. Some of y'all need to chill out. Housewives, take your pills out.
That was a Harry
Just
Potter
kidding, get up to your
reference.
skin. Walk on the Buffalo Bills house. It's about to get real now. So you better stop acting fake. I saw you. KD2, I'm real world confession. Text, get ass, bring the lights up. You knew the first rule to this fight.
I don't know who that is either.
Let's
Okay.
say American Idol. If I'm crippin' your style, think I'm idol.
Full spin post move.
No, now I'm coming up the game. MJ coming out of retirement.
rookie.
Oh my
Alright.
God, Becky, look at her. But if she don't get those shots, you know where she's gonna blow
I like
up.
this xylophone.
All your feelings, though, I got the illest flow. I spin a Miller, so look on quiet and watch this
Ooh,
little.
that's a pretty good move.
Oh my God.
Pretty good move.
God, Dios mío.
That's a nice little pass too.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God,
was a
Dios
good
mío. This, oh my God. Oh my God, Dios mío. This,
I
oh my
love
God.
I
Oh
love
God,
plays
Dios
that
mío.
are that it could be either player's moment. So like that up and under that we just saw, like that was a great play, but that was also a great pass. So it could have been an assist. There's like the Drew Holiday, Giannis dunk. There's like the Nets play could have been any one of those people. Like when you have, you know, multiple people connecting on an individual play, it's always funny to kind of figure out who's going to have what, like who's it going to be attributed to.
I got to say the team loves that too, because it gives us some of the optionality. You know, we want to make sure that we're not pumping out too many plays from the same player over and over again. And so it's really nice to get to feature some of their athleticism and you know, have them
Get the
be,
residual
you know, a bit of a
shine.
secret moment there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
the was it the Rondo and isn't what's the one in S1 that's like it's like people were trying to claim it's a secret LeBron moment.
Oh yeah, I don't know what you mean. Oh
It's like an alley oop that it's.
yeah,
I think it's a Rondo
LeBron
moment.
moment. It's
Yeah, it's a
LeBron moment,
Rondo
though.
LeBron moment.
Hey,
So
Alan,
you still
I got
haven't
something
ripped your
for you.
Cool Cats? Which
No,
one is that? Is that
because
the Steph?
the jersey match Steph is still out there. So I don't want to rip it until like
What do
I
you think you'll get?
definitively know it's not there.
Here's a question. Do you think you'd get more money from selling the pack that
unopened
that had a potential jersey number in, or cracking it, having the jersey number in it, and then selling the jersey number?
Yeah,
How is that?
I don't know.
Open
I don't
your
know.
pack. Stop being a psycho. Open the pack. You people that hold packs are insane. Oh my god, I hate the Seahawks. I hate the
I
Seahawks.
shut.
They're visionaries.
No,
I love it.
I love.
I'm with you, Rosie.
We saw that with a birthday though. Like so many people realize that birthday art you're never going to see again. And we just put out a limited number of those packs. And like, I'm not trying to say that it should be treated different to a base set pack. It is a base set pack, right? But I don't think people realize. People just ripped it open. It was like, that art's just gone. You've lost that art now, mate. But like, how amazing would it be if in 10 years' time, you've held onto a pack every
The
year?
1 year.
I know.
I have that.
No,
Like,
it's the same psychos who like freaking have been sitting on boxes of like 86 Fleer
Yeah.
for like
How are
40
you
years.
sitting on that?
What's wrong? I mean, I understand it, but it's like you just got to be a maniac to be able to do that.
I agree with
don't
you.
have the
100% agree with you.
Then call me crazy.
Yeah, I don't have the
I got a
self-control
couple.
for that. Like,
No way. No self-control.
like I know
Zero.
someone who's like got like yeah, they do this crap. Like they don't open packs. Like you can go buy packs of anything. You can go buy packs of Top Shot on eBay. Like packs of anything. People just have packs sitting around. I'm like, how do y'all not open those? Like I'm like a little kid.
Rip it.
I'm like,
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Like, yeah, gotta see what I get. And then I'm like, oh crap.
Give it to me.
Sometimes it's really good, but like I want to know. I don't want to sit there because if I sold something, if I sold that pack and there turns out to be some like okay, so say that Curry jersey match is in there because that's probably something that's worth like $150,000 to $200,000.
I would say if
No.
it's a jersey match of the points that broke the Wilt record.
No chance.
Maybe not 6.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe
it's valuable.
it's not a
significantly
six-figure
valuable.
Okay, it's more
It's valuable.
than the
It's a
unopened
it's a
pack.
high. Yeah, it's a mid to high
100%.
5-figure moment.
So it's
potentially.
more valuable than the unopened pack. So there you go.
by a lot.
So if you sold that pack and they opened it up and have that Curry jersey in there, how pissed off are you going to be?
Really.
I mean,
You gotta be
I
happy
would-
for them.
yeah, I would be pretty.
Not if you're
I'd be
holding.
pretty
I'm not being
bummed.
happy. I'm an idiot. What am I doing?
I'd be pretty bummed.
Yeah,
I did
but what
wanna-
am I doing?
I did want to ask Alan and Dumbo. I guess Alan, you might be able to speak to it more. So like the music tie-ins with packs and stuff, like being actual artists and things like that, like little red meat to the audience. I guess like that's something that you guys are totally going to be embracing going forward, right? I mean, like
Well,
without
it's
spilling.
definitely-
Go ahead. Without spilling
Yeah, yeah,
artists
it's-
themselves, right? I mean,
Sure, it's definitely one of the things that we've been wanting to lean into from day one, and as you can see, we're getting deeper into that rabbit hole, and I think the feedback has been extra positive, and you know we had the Quavo collaboration. It's all good.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. So like the way we're talking about the music when you open packs.
yeah, like the background music. So like the biggest one they've had, and I mean, I know you know Migos. Quavo did
I got the Migos hoodie.
Yeah, Quavo. So they had Quavo do
Yeah,
a
I remember
like a little collab like with Genies, which was another Flow product. It was like little like personal avatar type things, like a little Quavo guy, and he was like jamming, in the corner while like one of his songs playing while you ripped a pack. And he also had like a contest for like a signed jersey and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I remember that. I remember
that. Like I think, like I said, I was mentioning to Alan, like I'd have to think that that's something you guys are like totally leaning into, and I would hope that
Let's get some.
I think that was great.
Let's get some Memphis flavor. We own the rap game. Everything you hear is influenced by Memphis or comes from Memphis. Now.
Pretty much.
Let's get some take Keith, like everything he does. I mean, he's a Memphis guy, but like all the sounds you hear, it's all 3-6 Mafia. It's all stuff 3-6 Mafia was doing in the 90s and early 2000s. Let's get some like Take Keith and 3-6 Mafia in there.
I don't disagree with we should have more 3-6
show.
Mafia, but that's an interesting take that everything came from 3-6 Mafia.
Like everything Take Keith does, yeah. Like I mean, the sounds are all.
I appreciate people that like are deep
Migos'
into
entire sound is 3-6 Mafia. Migos' entire sound is 3-6 Mafia. It is all ripped off Project Pat. Straight up is.
Claims.
The ad-libs, man.
Hey, I'm not claiming a side. I'm going to stay out of this one. I'm just going to go ahead.
Ask Gucci Mane. He'll tell you.
And now
Quavo's number?
Chat.
He gives Project Pat his
him in.
respect. He gives Project Pat his respect.
I think
no disrespect. That's the last thing I want. I don't want any Project Pack smoke, dude. I don't want any of that.
He's a large individual, and he's not afraid to go to jail.
So
when it comes
Jumbo,
to,
go ahead.
When it comes to like music in general in the NFT scene, I think regardless of what we do at Top Shot, I think we're going to see more and more of a shift, and we're seeing that with the likes of Record Shop. Shouting out another Flow product there. Like we're seeing more and more projects embrace how NFTs and music can work together when it comes to like ownership rights and how that can work, etc., etc. I think we'll see that impact all NFT projects in the long term and long term in the next few years. I'm not saying I know anything about this. It's not necessarily on my radar, but you can see a world in which you could have like NFT artists, people that get into music via the NFT scene, and they end up being on a pack drop. Remember YouTube? That's like Justin Bieber is probably the biggest name in music. He came from YouTube. Now that seems reasonable. Someone come from YouTube. When that happened, that was insane. That was a story that someone made a video on YouTube and got signed. But now that happens all the time. And you could see the same thing happening in the NFT world, where somebody makes music as an NFT and it just pops and it goes well. And they start, maybe Top Shot's like, hey, we should have that as like a track as a pack opening, and it goes and goes and goes from there. So I mean, we're talking about artists. I love it, but I think we'll see this community, and I mean NFT at large, including Top Shot, make our own artists in the near future. I just think that's inevitable, to be honest.
Didn't the same thing happen with Ed Sheeran? Didn't he get found on YouTube?
Ed Sheeran was found like a random bar or a random pub in the UK.
I know
maybe he had some YouTube videos.
I know one of my buddies found him on YouTube one night and was like, who the hell is this guy? And then like 2 years later, he's like the biggest artist in the world.
Well, Sheeran was funny because he did really well in the UK, and then he went over to the US, and it was like quite unknown. And everyone he then crushed it. But like I have friends in the US who are like, yeah, I just went to swim in a bar. I was like what?
Wait,
that's
what?
insane. You have to get tickets. They're like, no, he's just there, and he's a British guy. I went to check him out. Like that's crazy. Like when he's in California, one of my friends' sister like met him just casually in a hotel, just like very casually. He was just having drinks. I was like, he couldn't do that in the UK.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments mentioned Dame rapping to his own moment. I know we've had like player commentary. Surely somebody's gonna ring for that one. See if you can get Dame
Lonzo?
I think we should make that happen.
Dame Dollar can do something.
Joel Embiid.
Where's he rapping to his own moment? Send me that link. Let's see what we can do, because I feel like that should happen.
I love it.
You don't want to do that. Trust me. Don't go down that road.
They rip it off, isn't it?
I'll be like, hey, I got a mix.
I was at All-Star Weekend in Chicago. Dame Dollar's performance. Oh man.
They could get it
better
staged and keep it small.
Better performance than NFT launch, or
Yeah, he had an NFT launch that didn't really.
It's low, man. Like the Dame Dollar was like visual NyQuil. I mean, it was man.
Is there
DJ Melatonin?
Is there an NBA player that actually has like legit bars that you know?
Damian Lillard does. No, he has legit bars. He does. He's just not a good performer. Like that is the thing too. Like he can rap. He's just not a good performer. Like because then Because Dame performed All-Star Saturday night, and then Sunday back for the game, Chance performed at halftime, Chance the Rapper.
Right.
And Chance a performer.
Well,
Like,
in
he's
Chicago
not- he's
too,
not a
he
performer.
brought the house down. Probably.
Yeah, like Chance is unbelievable. Like he's
love
Dame's
it.
not a performer. He's a good rapper. He's just not a performer.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring us back on track here for a minute.
Sorry.
Because there's two things. No, you're good. This is awesome. I love chatting it. So there's two things that I want to get to before you guys are allowed to leave, Alan and Luke. You can leave, or you could stay as long as you want. You can leave whenever. But two things I want to get to. The first is what do we got in the next couple weeks, right? There's some stuff coming up that we're all really excited about. And I want to get to that. And then I also definitely want to talk about the Flowverse stuff, Luke. And maybe we can do some stuff. It sounds like we might have maybe some stuff to give away. I don't know, maybe something like that. But I do want to start with, what are we looking at? So season tips off on the 19th. I will be there. I have tickets to the game that they will either, I have 4 tickets. They will either be utilized for other 9 Lives Lounge members to go to the game because I am in the suite, and these tickets will go to them. Either
Very nice.
because I won it or because someone added me as their +1. Again, open application. If anybody needs a +1, I will be
Manifest
there.
it.
I will be there. I will be your date. It will be a fantastic time. I will have a blast with you. You won't regret
Outdoor
it.
cat with plunge.
Outdoor cat with plunge. If not, then I'll go to the game and we'll still have more tickets to give away. I got a couple, thanks to some of the 9 Lives Lounge members. But before that, so like that's ending today. We have the WNBA pack today. What are we going to see in the next couple of weeks?
NFL. What? Nothing.
Forget the NFL. I want to talk about.
Please.
Well,
Yes.
Nothing.
we're all
Sorry.
excited to be running it back still, right?
We are.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
NFL.
So what are we expecting to see there?
Do you want me to tell you, and you can
I
tell me?
want you to tell me.
'cause
Yeah.
I talked to Chugs about Run It Back, and
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
This is something that so y'all have to pick a season, right?
05-06, right? Is
Okay.
what-
It's going to be the Heat title year. That's the
Heat
year.
title year.
So I got really excited a few months ago when they said Shaq is going to be featured on Run It Back, and
Shaq, AI, and T-Mac were the 3 that were mentioned.
yeah.
that day.
AI awesome, T-Mac awesome too. Shaq's first moment being in a Heat jersey just doesn't do it for me.
can't-
And it's in a
First
championship
moment
year.
needs to be him tearing down the goal for Orlando from that season, or it needs to be something from the Lakers. That's what Shaq was on the was start. That was when he was starting to come down really.
Yeah, but
Well, it was D-Wade's title
you
for
can't
sure.
feathering
And it
the
was the
needle-
worst officiated finals of all time.
Feathering the
It
needle
was.
on that one is impossible. I'm going to fight Alan's fight on this one for him. Feathering the needle on this for every single player when they came into the league is nigh impossible. You can't do it. It would take 25 seasons to run it back to do it justice for the top 25 players in the league. How many of them came into the league at the same time or had like their premier signature moments that we think of them in the same calendar year? And like, people aren't going to wait that long. So
do you want to wait 5 or 6 years to see Shaq, or
would you rather
is
see,
it really important that his first ever, his Top Shot debut?
He wants that
is,
Dave badge with
that
the Magic
Lakers
jersey.
moment.
Or
Yeah,
Magic,
I'd wait 5 or 6 years for that.
I love that Roser loves
You're
Shaq.
gonna get that moment.
So this perspective that Roser's giving you, and I'll like this is a like legit collector
This would be
guy.
the
I'm
ultimate
telling you,
troll
I-
Jordan's
I-
first moment as a
Top
wizard.
Shot, I do cards. I do Top Shot. I do cards. I collect.
Big-
I do autographed memorabilia.
sports
I've got it all. I collect it all.
No, so I guess what got rolled out recently was the Dwayne Wade, which like everybody was
Right.
really jacked up about that because like Wade, peak of powers Wade is basically what we're getting with this run.
06, yeah,
like
yeah.
05,
I mean, he
06
was-
Wade. It's like
that
he
that
is-
year was transcendent.
yeah, like he was basically like at that time it was the best 2 guard in the league would probably be Kobe, and then right after that you probably had D Wade, right? I mean, who else would be the best? Like Joe Johnson after that, like who were the 2 guard scene? Well, no, never mind. You had T-Mac, and you had T-Mac then, but
He was like a 3 though.
I mean,
Tracy McGrady, he was like that lanky 2 guard, 2-3.
He counts.
Anyway.
T-Mac counts.
So,
T-Mac was.
Alan's just loving this.
Well,
by
The
the
guy
way.
who could handle it.
That's, yeah.
He's sitting here. He's like, we have had all of these arguments, and we're just watching.
Oh, I'm
people
sure
have
the
them.
barroom debates and like behind closed doors and like what you're going to include, what you're not. Remind me just on some like simple facts. How many moments are in the set? Is it how many?
Good question.
I don't believe that we've
You haven't
revealed
released that yet? Okay.
One
you
thing that
reveal
I
that?
do think we've revealed.
Yeah, can we break that?
No.
Luke's sitting there like,
Please, Alex.
Shoot, man.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But no, I'm not gonna reveal that. But I do believe we've talked about how kind of going back to my earlier point around accessibility and how much I'm such a proponent of accessibility. I do believe we've talked about how when we run it back again, the run it back set is our premier rare historical
Specific set,
NBA
yeah.
set. That is like the bar for like the best plays from those players from those years. You know, that's what we're going for. But rare moments are really scarce in Top Shot. Not a lot of people get them. A lot of people line up, and most people leave disappointed. And so we do want to make sure that we can have fewer disappointed people at the end of that pack drop day. And so I do believe we've talked about how we are approaching how we have historical moments that are more approachable and available for people. And so what I will say is that when this run it back drop happens, and it's coming, that even if you don't get that run it back pack, you know, make sure that you're qualified for the queue, and you know, you can still leave pretty happy.
Okay.
So the last set, just for context, then the last set it was 36 and 4 challenge rewards, so 40 was the total count. So I guess we could say it's
here. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna say lower.
I feel like
Just
I feel like you guys are not hearing what Alan's saying though, because you're focused on the running backs as the.
well, no, and that'll matter.
Yeah.
I think I understand. So you don't have to nod in approval. There's going to be a rare run it back set, whether or not it has 36 minted moments within it of those 36 players and 4 challenge rewards, higher or lower. There will also then be common, not run it back set, but historical moments of potentially
Likely,
the same
yes.
play or plays.
Yeah, so we're definitely wanting to make sure that everybody is aware that like a player appearing in run it back doesn't preclude them from having, you know, a common moment from that year.
Same year.
We're treating the S1 run it backs you know, a little bit differently, a little bit special because they came out within a very different context, and
Right.
We weren't able to set the stage in a certain way in advance of people getting their hands on those moments. And so there's certain expectations out there in the community and whatnot. So we're wanting to make sure that those expectations are set, you know, well.
This is
before
lovely.
run it back.
Your corporate speak is like on point tonight. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna. Can I be your anger translator? You know how like Key and Peele has the anger translator, and it's like Obama saying the thing, and then he's like motherfucker. So if I'm hearing you correctly, the answer is run it backs being bottlenecks for team sets suck, and everyone hates it. And everyone doesn't
Still
like
need
that
that
it's
damn
super duper
Gasol,
expensive to have a player in a given year that is wildly out of reach. Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City is a great example, but having an accessible moment for that same player in the same run it back year would be wonderful so that we don't run into those same things, so that people can afford the benefits of team set collection and building out their set with players that they love in the uniforms that they adore.
Yeah, it's not going to be one-to-one. It's not going to be always the same time frame.
Sure.
Where like when it comes to bottlenecks, the way that I try to talk about it is most bottlenecks are temporal, and it's really important that when you're buying into something because it's a bottleneck, you're pretty aware of the fact that like right now it's the only way to complete a certain set or achieve, you know, certain goals, but in most cases that's not going to be true. Depends on what you're chasing. Obviously, if you're chasing Series 1 completion, right?
Yeah, that's
not
it's a
temporal.
tough bar
That's
to
permanent.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's a tough, and rightly so, right? Like there were people that were afforded the benefit of that for getting in early, whether it was by the grace of God that they were invited early or made a choice early on to invest significantly. But the idea is that it's going to continue to be hard for that, but for moving forward, some of those things, lessons learned, if you will, from how that's shaken out over time
Yeah.
and what you want to do longer term, that changed a little bit. So run it back coming, rake it back coming. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna ask you.
Break it back.
So
I actually don't care about that. I would actually rather, can I ask you a different question that's related to trade tickets and
Yeah.
when, like the rough time frame, if possible, that we would likely see the first Series 4 or like S4, series.
It's S3, but yeah, it'll
S3,
be the fourth
right?
series, but it'll be S3.
When we will start to see the first Series 3 base moments relative to the first games that are played.
Yeah, so we want to build up a substantial enough base set that you're not like, well, every pack I open is the same, or every time someone opens a pack, it's the same. And so there's, I believe in Series 2 that took us 2.5 weeks or so to get to that point. And so we pretty much expect something pretty similar. We have a better idea about things that we want to prioritize, how we want to roll out, say, some of the rookies that are making their debuts, how we make sure we get those 3-star moments out there. And you're going to want to probably get your hands on those early S3 base set packs. They're probably going to be the best chance you're going to have at some of these 3-star rookies, if I had to guess.
I don't think you
so
need to guess.
Get me a Cade. I need that first pack.
Oh, I'm so excited for the Jalen Suggs. Dude, I'm going to stack so many Jalen Suggs. You don't even know. So many. All of them.
Who'd be your guy, Roser? Who would be your guy that you would be targeting rookie wise? That you're a buyer. Like who you buy into early? I mean, knowing it's still kind of like a bag of tricks.
I love Suggs, but Evan Mobley.
Really?
Okay.
I think Mobley's the guy in, like 5 years that you can look back and you're like, whoa, okay, this guy should have gone number 1.
I saw him guarding a dude in the mid range and just like blocked a guard shot and then just like took it on the break. I was like,
it's freaky. I only watched him once in college because he played at USC, so the games are on at like 11 o'clock at night here. So like I saw him play Kansas in the NCAA tournament. The only time I saw him, and I was like, oh, okay, I kind of get it now.
It looks different.
It does. It absolutely looks different. But hopefully Zaire Williams. Hopefully Zaire Williams.
Come on.
Where's your Grizz?
Yeah, there's your Grizz.
Grizz.
We got it.
Yeah.
We come correct on this show.
Oh, so by the way, Alan, is the 0506, is Allen Iverson on the Nuggets?
He got traded that year.
If he's on the Nuggets, I swear they come through the screen. I'm not through the screen. If Allen Iverson's first
hold on.
I think Shaq's first moment is with the Heat.
I actually think no, he was Sixers. Okay. I'm looking at the season. So like fun fact, guys, the all NBA teams. He was third team on the Sixers. So
we got traded at the beginning of next year.
So real fast. So first team, LeBron, Dirk, Shaq, Kobe, Nash. Nash won the MVP that year.
Yeah.
All NBA. Second team, Elton Brand, Duncan, Ben Wallace, Dwayne Wade, Chauncey Billups. Third team, Sean Marion, Carmelo Anthony, Yao Ming, Allen Iverson, Gilbert Arenas. So those were the top 15 players in the league. Presumably,
over under 10 of those 15 that are in the running back set.
Over under 10.
Allen.
Bro, you better have Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas I love Gilbert.
I don't think
Agent Zero, baby.
I love Agent Zero. He was one of the most fun players in the league. He was one of the most fun guys in the league to watch play.
He gave a non-answer.
It gave me a non-answer on that one. That's okay. I assume, and the way that the blog was phrased,
we're definitely saving some players for future debuts.
Here you go,
and not everybody.
Here's another good one: the all rookie first team. Chris Paul, Charlie Villanueva, Andrew Bogut, Darren Williams, Channing Frye.
Man, dude, remember how awesome Darren Williams was?
Dude, he was so good, and then he just fell apart.
Oh, good. He was regarded like better than Chris Paul for a long time.
Oh yeah, he was
like
amazing.
in the first 5 years of his career, and then when it went down, it went down.
So here's a trap question, Alan. Which run it back player are you most excited to see?
Well, Tracy McGrady, of course. I'm excited.
I won't actually make you answer that question.
I'm excited to collect Shaq. You know,
there you go. There you go.
Shaq.
Good answer.
Even though it's Heat Shaq, it's okay. Heat Diesel.
So I have a question for you all. When it comes to rookies and it comes to run it back rookies, how much weight are you all putting in? You know, getting a Chris Paul as a rookie, as opposed to say, I don't know, a Chris Paul a Top Shot debut, right? Because this is after the fact, right? If you're betting on Chris Paul in his rookie year, obviously that's a different situation, right? So, but now you're kind of coming in after the fact. You already know how the story goes. How do you value that?
I'll give a quick answer. I would prefer the Chris Paul New Orleans Hornets rookie over his Top Shot debut, because it happens to be coincidentally on the Thunder, and it was a 1-year stop. And just narrative wise with his career, I think the true rookie year, run it back New Orleans Hornets, I would prefer that versus the first one that was minted, which is kind of going against the technology, but it's more leaning towards the sports lore of it, right? So that's my answer. So I'll keep it short. Let everybody else.
I would 100% agree. As Mr. Collector of everything here, there are a ton of similarities because I kind of got back in with Top Shot and card collecting, which I did as a kid, but I've gotten back into both of them at the same time. There are tons of similarities in both of them, and I do think I have noticed with cards. And I think with Topps, everybody was going after rookies this year. You wanted rookies this year. It's all about getting the rookie, and whether it was LaMelo or Anthony Edwards, the rookie moment matters so much. Even the LaMelo thing, where it's not an amazing looking moment, but it was his first career assist, right? And that's what makes it different. And I think, if it's Chris Paul's first career assist, think about how many assists that guy's had in his career. That's, that's a special thing. I think the rookie thing is a bigger deal.
It is tough, with the new technology. It started in 2019, so everything is a retroactive rookie that started before that. So, and I agree with you, Roger, with cardboard stuff, where if I got a Panini Prism rookie year Chris Paul card right now, it's kind of ho hum. It's a rookie card, yes. But it's
his first Prism, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not his Topps Chrome rookie, which is a true rookie card. Yeah.
Right. So, and I think, and what I will say here, Alan, and my recommendation with this, you don't need to create that for everyone. It's okay that the technology is nascent and it's okay that you don't have to give the rookie treatment to everybody that's ever been in the NBA. And it's cool that yes, there are highlights from those years, and it's cool to see people in there from back then, but it's okay for them to be a novelty and a filler in the pack, as compared to I'm trying to elevate this to be the preeminent thing. And I think that you see that a lot. And I've gotten into a cardboard more in the last 6 or 8 months as well, where it's they have a ton of insert cards of stars or throwbacks to people in the past that are just kind of throwaway, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're
fun to look at, but they're not inherently rare or inherently valuable or anything
it's insane, because there's in some of these you can pull a Larry Bird autograph card.
I got a Larry Bird jersey,
and
that's worth $8.
A Larry Bird Panini Revolution autograph card from $200, which is nothing. Larry Bird.
Yeah.
It's because Larry Bird's long been gone. But if you pulled an autograph card from when Larry Bird was playing, I mean, you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars.
Now, so
Totally
so
different.
here's the wrinkle that makes Top Shot interesting, in my opinion, and what you can kind of take with you with this, Alan. So like the Chris Paul, I would prefer a like run it back rookie moment. However, I think in the Top Shot ecosystem, if he were to, let's say he went to they won the finals, his finals legendary for Chris Paul, his first ring, I wouldn't be so sure that that isn't his crown jewel moment. Like when it's all said and done, like basically, because you have the ability now to have a narrative within. It's not just a card with a picture of him from that Phoenix Suns magical year. It's like some, nail in the coffin jumper he hit like in game 6 or something.
Yeah.
And like that ends up becoming the crown jewel. And you could do a run it back later of him, but it won't matter because that ended up being the most defining moment of his entire career. Now that's a unique example because it's like a surefire Hall of Famer who hadn't won one yet. But like Tyrese Halliburton, let's say, what's to say his 4K rookie moment doesn't get jumped by 8 years from now, some badass legendary finals moment that he wins a ring for the Kings or something. Like, I mean,
hey, small market teams can't clown on other small market teams.
I'm just saying, like, there's a
win a playoff series first. Memphis.
There's a dynamic.
You got to pick a different player in team.
Come on, man. Okay, John Morant.
The longest playoff drought.
John Morant takes the Grizzlies to a finals.
Well, that's
and wins
this year. Let's
7.
go.
Okay, Roser, how about this though? 7 years from now, he does that. Would you prefer a legendary of that game 5 John Morant finals moment and they won the title? It's got a title badge and everything. Or would you prefer the debut, that dunk on Baines that is like essentially his Top Shot rookie card? Which one would you want?
Well, I've already got the debut, so
trick question.
I get on that one early. I paid like me and some buddies went in on it. I paid like $150 for that.
So hypothetically though,
hypothetically
though, which one would you think, like in the grand scheme of things, would be what resonates the most, like for the collector? That rookie one or like the defining moment?
See, it's different with him because that moment on Baines was like
it's badass.
It's was like
really
badass moment.
Like we got a guy
on the scene.
Yeah.
Like he had the game winner in Charlotte, had some other good moments, but that one was like let off Sports Center, went viral everywhere, So
you don't know if a finals like Ja posterizes some dude in the
finals.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Ja's a finals MVP.
I also agree with
all
this.
that stuff.
Kings
got cheated in it.
100% robbed. Robert Ory can suck.
The Kings did get robbed in that. Against the Lakers. They absolutely did.
So we've been talking to recap, running backs coming sooner than we think. Ultimate moments coming sooner than we think. Flowverse, Dumbo
is a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk to me.
Just wait on the topic of run it back. I think there'll be more news tomorrow, so you won't have to wait too much longer to find out more.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just there you go. Give you some.
I
got to steal the spotlight from Alan a little bit, so keep an eye out for that. And as for Flowverse, so it's a little bit confusing, the names, if people aren't aware.
Yeah.
I don't know if I dropped a link in chat.
I can pop it.
Put that up. So we have Flowverse, which is like a community-made website and Discord. Like it's not my thing. It's not our thing. It's community-made. They're just some like yourself. So they made a little thing. They made a little community, but they're hosting Flow Fest. Okay, so we announced that today. So Flowverse has been around for a couple of months. I really recommend going to flowverse.co. I don't know if you can screen share Plunge and go to Flowverse quickly because I think it's a site that so many in the community would like. Bro, what is this? What is this setup? This is crazy, man. It's so unprofessional. Huh? I'm just kidding. So if you go here, so this is Flowfest, right? I mean, it says it all. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some of the stuff that's come in. We've got speakers next week. We've got mystery packs that come in, and then NFT drops after that. The mystery packs are like free. Like you can win them for free. To find out how to win, you have to be in the Flowverse Discord. Plunge will put a link on screen or in chat, one or the other, or just message me. And it's going to be basically over the next week, be in that Discord, and we're just going to be giving out packs, or like, I shouldn't say giving out packs, we're giving out tickets or raffles to get packs potentially. What you can see here as you're seeing on screen, all of these products and platforms are built on Flow, and a lot of them are going to have a presence at Flowverse, or at least we're going to be talking
Did you
about
see
them.
OVO? Isn't that Drake's?
It's
Drake's,
not OVO. That's why I clicked it. It's not October's very own.
But as you can see here, obviously there's a couple of faces you'll recognize. We've got Roham, big boss. We got. Oh, why are you clicking off, mate? What's going on? And you've got
he had OVO, so we were like, oh my god, that's Drake, but it's a different thing.
Yeah, and so on. And then we have obviously Luke Doucet, and then Hannibal Buress. So I just think those three right there are such an amazing lineup to see. They're just like such a different
Hannibal, I
range of
love
people,
it, man.
such different backgrounds, but like that's kind of what Flow does. It brings people together. I think Hannibal should be speaking next week. So if you're in the Discord, you'll be able to find out more information about that. And then we have, as they say, drops calendar coming soon. Again, this is Flowverse, the community made thing, but we're working with them to present this awesome fest of all things Flow. So, we've got some packs to give away in celebration of that. I think it's going to be Top Shot packs you can give away, Plunge.
Perfect.
But be in the Discord, be watching Plunge maybe tomorrow or next week. We're going to be giving away some of these mystery packs. Plunge, I think we should get you in the Discord, do a little Plunge chat and all things Flow, because I think there's a lot of people who are very familiar with a lot of the Ethereum platforms and projects, and they haven't quite yet caught wind of all the Flow projects. And that's not.
I'm in that cohort.
Yeah.
So I do not own a Flow NFT other than Top Shot. So
Right.
I'm aware of that.
I got a
don't.
hoodlum. That's
Nice.
that's my
Nice.
Yeah.
But like,
so
got me a
I'm
hoodlum.
the target audience here.
yeah, and I don't think it's necessarily a fault of yourselves. I mean, obviously, Plunge is always
It's my
blamed.
fault for sure.
Yeah, always. But everyone else, it's not your fault. Blame Plunge, and it's not a fault
Yeah,
of the
please.
products. It's just they're new, and like you have to step into that world. You have to step into the Flowverse. And so at Flowfest, that's what we want to do. We want to invite everyone in. Want to give away a load of free stuff, and then hey, if you like the projects, check them out. If you don't like them, that's fine. Take your free stuff and run. But I have a feeling that won't happen. I have a feeling that over the next few days, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of excitement. So I definitely recommend getting in right now. I mean, look, between everyone in here, get in before Monday at the very least, because, things will be changed on Monday. That mean you might wish you were in before Monday. But next week is going to
Luke
be
dropping the alpha.
Oh, what? Don't get in trouble, Alan.
Hey.
Alan Leak. No, so I would definitely just say if you're watching and you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. Even though right now it's a bit wild because there's not all the content and the speakers haven't started yet. But like
Sure.
today, we gave out some random packs. Eternal gave some packs out. I think
That's
Record
dope.
Shop might have given something out.
We like
They were
giving
about-
free shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
like
I'm
free
a
shit.
I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I'm not much of a taker.
Plunge. I got a request. Do you think? I don't know how this is going to work, but I think that we should do a competition between you, maybe Chugs, maybe Luke. He's in chat, isn't he? Luke Doucet, he's in chat. Of who can get. Well, I'll give you each a link, and whoever gets the most invites by Monday, you'll win a
No.
prize. It'll be
No.
like a good prize.
Well, that's
No,
not
because
fair.
I-
He's got like 1 billion followers.
But
he's already
I got
tweeted
like
about
5.
He
But
has.
he's already pushed it
has-
out.
But I will say this. I politely decline your offer. Thank you. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I am not much of a let me use my massive social media influence to try and drive people to a particular product. I love that people are here and can take part in it. And I would rather
But let me explain the prizes though.
reward-
What I think the prizes would be like you give out 500 packs to your community,
500. Excuse me?
something like that. Yeah.
Squeeze me.
Like it wouldn't be you get paid 1 ETH. It wouldn't be.
Where am I
Plunge wins.
tweeting? And to whom am I
Well,
tweeting?
no, it'd be we'll figure this out offline. But the idea is it would be for your community. So if you and Chugs could team up, if your community can beat First Mint, you can do what you want with the prize for your
so-
Guys,
community.
I could be bought.
Yeah, I know. Roser's got
Roser's got connections. He
Yeah,
can-
I do work for an NBA team.
we get like Jaron Jackson in here.
Yeah. So
But the
everybody,
idea is
everybody
you'll
that's
be
here right
empowering
now,
your community.
leave the community, leave Flowverse. Everybody, wait for my wait for my thing. So, Jesus.
But then,
Okay.
like, however you wanted to give the prizes away to your community, you could just be like, first 500 people to respond in the Discord, they get it. You could be like, first 500 people to DM Luke Doucet, they get it. Like, it would be up to
Luke's
you.
got numbers to hit, dude.
We should-
Dumbo's,
I just want to have
Dumbo's
fun
got a
with it. That's
quota.
all.
We're
I've
gonna
got
create
a bunch of packs to give away, and I'm like, screw it, let's just do it.
We're gonna
Okay.
create a live feed, and Plunge and I are gonna stand on one leg, and everybody's gonna bet on who lasts longer, and the winners get packs.
Have you
Just give
seen
one
Rat Race?
person all the
Have you guys
packs.
seen Rat Race, like early 2000s movie?
Yeah,
Wait,
of
that
course.
like ensemble cast movie?
Yeah,
where they
ensemble
race
cast
for a
movie, and Rowan
bag of
Atkinson
money?
is in it.
Oh
There's
my
a
God.
hilarious scene where all the rich people are betting
John
on the hotel
Cleese.
maids hanging from the
Yeah.
grate to see
Yeah.
which one holds on the longest.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
this. But
So
I
Geno
will help
Smith,
you out
by the
because,
way, I have to
hold on.
interrupt. Geno Smith's been playing quarterback for the Seahawks
Damn right he has.
for the last like quarter and a half. He's thrown a touchdown pass. I mean, they're going to lose the game.
No. That's fine if they lose. They just can't lose by. I've got them plus 9.5 in the teaser.
You got to love this if Wilson's hurt being a Niners guy.
Which you would have been hurt last
so-
week. I've been hate watching this game. I hate both of these teams.
You mean you don't like the highlighter color?
The Seahawks went into the closet and said, "Hey, let's get the ugliest effing jerseys we can find and wear them tonight."
Is there a play?
Like Ninja Turtle kids.
Has there been a play from this game that would be worthy of a moment by chance?
I don't care
Because-
about the
Russell
NFL
Wilson
and Top
breaking his finger?
Dapper.
What?
I don't care right now about this.
Why not?
We're not
No.
talking about this.
I love the NFL. I need to ask.
I do
you-
too.
No.
It's not-
NFL. So is everybody just gonna? Because I know how you have starter packs for like new Top Shot collectors. Is it going to be that way for the NFL? Because technically, everybody's going to be a new NFL, whatever you're going to call it, collector.
Can you
Oh.
go ahead? If you're going to answer the question, go ahead. Otherwise, can you tell us who we should have on stream to talk about this?
Yes. Either way.
So one thing that I'll say is we've been very fortunate that thanks to our success, a very large number of super talented individuals from really impressive backgrounds have expressed interest in joining our team, and have, in fact, many of them have joined our team, and we have an incredible team building really rapidly this NFL product here for Dapper Labs. I'm very impressed with everything that's going on. I can't give you names yet, but you're gonna have some great guests in I think not too distant future there.
So are we all going to get
so
starter
in-
packs, though? You ignored my question.
He's trying to ask. Can I get a
I'm-
starter?
So if you get yourself into that
I wanna
closed
start.
beta, if you get yourself into that closed beta, you're gonna get some packs. And
Sign up.
if you're not signed up, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But even if you don't get into that closed beta too early, don't despair. We've definitely learned a lot from how the Top Shot closed beta and early beta went, and we're also in a very different situation in terms of the number of eyes on.
Yeah, I was
on
going to
us
say,
this
can you just
year.
like make sure that I get generational wealth in the beta, please?
Yeah, that's really all I'm going
Yeah, I'm just
for
trying to
here.
secure my estate's future for the next 400 years, please.
You sound like Kyrie Irving.
No, I need my salary, all of it, not half of it.
No, I'm really excited you guys are doing the NFL. I mean,
Yeah, me
I
too.
work in
I'm
the
excited.
NBA and I love the NBA, but I love the NFL and I think it's an amazing thing. Just please tell me, I don't want to like open a pack and have like, I don't know, a punter punting like a ball.
I'd fuck with Penner.
I don't need Mitch Wishnowski.
But he downed it inside the 10, man.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I
And
think-
I don't need like.
Can I
know
do your,
some-
can I do
I
your
know
job for you,
blocking
Alan?
is a beautiful thing, and like Trent Williams, like I'm a 49ers fan, and Trent Williams is like the best left tackle in the league, and he smashes people. That's what he does. I mean, like he crushes people when you find highs. But like, I don't need like Zach Martin creating some like.
You might though.
Chris Vernon will buy that.
You don't know. You don't know.
Chris
that.
Vernon will pay for it.
I don't need that.
You don't know that you don't need that because you haven't seen it yet. Number one. Number two,
Sure.
this technology and the video product gives different opportunities to highlight different elements that traditional cardboard and collectibles cannot.
I hope you open up and get like David Bakhtari plunge.
No, fuck with that. I'm a Packer fan.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you are.
Well, I'm a Niners fan and a Packers fan. Anyway, that's
that
beside the
shouldn't
point.
even be possible.
Yeah.
It's
kinda-
weird. It's a 95, 100% thing. Anyway, Alan, much appreciated. Back to Flowverse, because that's where we were. We're gonna
Yeah.
Dumbo. I got a proposal. I think we should give 5 packs away tonight.
So you have some Top Shot packs to give away, right?
I don't know.
That's what
You
you're
tell
talking
me.
about. Yeah, I said you got like 10
Yeah,
Top Shot packs from earlier.
Yeah. So let's do 5 of them tonight because it's gonna be too hard to collect 10 names. We'll do
Are
5
we
of them now.
opening? Are we opening them? Or
we'll
just
send
giving
them. Well,
Or
I'm gonna
giving
get
them an
top shot
airdrop.
usernames. I'm gonna give them to Dumbo. Then let's connect offline tomorrow and figure out something fun to do with Chugs, me, maybe LG if he's still listening. We'll do something to
Yeah.
sort of bring things. I don't want it to be
But just to be clear, that would be mystery packs. That wouldn't be Top Shot packs.
Sure.
That's
Yeah,
what I want it to be
whatever you
extra
want. Yeah.
exciting.
Whatever you want. I don't want it there's something I feel very, very strongly that like just straight bringing numbers, like me personally, like where I stand with all of this, is it like I want you to succeed and I want all the people that I'm affiliated with to succeed, but I don't want to be measured on like my influence being a factor and I get something or the people that listen to me get something. So I would like to work with you though to figure out a good way to reward multiple communities with that. And we will figure something good out.
there as well. You know, I aligned.
We're
there as
aligned.
Well.
We're
Like, I'm
aligned.
just brainstorming with you, but
Yeah,
like we'll get
I'm with
offline.
you.
We'll figure out. I think we should. I don't know if you guys saw it. You saw what Moment Nerd did on the birthday. He
I
did
did.
this really cool quiz. I don't know if
Like
you
a
saw
trivia
it.
thing, right?
Yeah, and it was like
Does
it was
Live
like
Token, right?
No, Live Token did an amazing Discord bot quiz.
That was awesome.
Moment Nerd did like a emoji icon, like name the moment, and it would be like just all it was like the basketball. Like I can't remember how we did it, but I would just go to Moment on Twitter and check it out. It's one of the best giveaway quizzes I've ever seen. And I'm basically going to ask him if he wants to do similar for Flowverse, for example. But like, I think it made me realize there's so much more fun ways to engage communities and give away packs and get people to check out a new Discord. And so, yeah, let's talk about it more offline. We'll figure something out.
We should do something.
Maybe we include LG. I don't know. You know, maybe.
He seems like a good guy.
But yeah, go nuts for these 5 packs.
Okay, let's
these
do
are
these
Top
5
Shot
packs.
The
So
other ones
these should be,
Flowverse.
can we call it Flowverse? Flowverse in the chat. That is what the keyword will be. We'll roll it 5 times after we do our giveaway song. The longer extended version. Flowverse. That's what we're typing in the chat. Okay? Flowverse.
Subscribe and that bullshit. You might win some free shit. Give. Gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. Give. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. It could be you. It could be you, babe. It's probably not. It's probably not. And if it is, oh, that would be so crazy. I smell a bot. I smell a bot.
Rigged. This shit is rigged. Rigged job selling. Come on, come on. That was the long version.
Roser had to hop, by the way. He had texted me while the music was playing, so he bounced.
Couldn't handle the beats.
That was the long version of that song, which thank you again. Cruz is missing hair. Who had, by the way, Dirty Bird, fantastic drop. That was awesome. Anybody else? Dirty Bird Flight Club. All right, we're gonna roll this 5 times. Here we go. First one for this pack is going to be Captain Solo. Captain Solo. Alan, thank you for all of those lovely gifted subs. Much appreciated. Oh crap, Captain Solo says.
You want me taking these down for you, bud?
Yes, please.
All right. These
Captain
are for
Solo,
Top Shot packs.
Yeah,
right?
Top Shot username, please. We're gonna have to provide these to Luke for him to send you one of those packs. Captain Solo, hit me.
They'll be like next week, probably, by the way, in case someone's expecting them tonight.
Yeah, if they're not there by next stream, let us know. We'll give a week grace period. All right, Captain Solo, hit us with your Top Shot username in the chat, please. Captain Solo, CAPT. Solo. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, rolling it again. TS got me on this BS. I love that.
Ooh, nice.
Great username.
By the way, I think that Caruso, the best part of that song is the "It could be you." It's probably not. That's the best
probably
part.
Not.
That's the best
but
part.
If it
easily.
is, yeah. TS got me on this
probably
BS. Hit me
not.
with that Top Shot username. Yeah, he's very talented. That was so funny. Claude, Claude is a hoot.
Yeah, Claude was awesome.
Hoot.
He had like this Life Aquatic like beanie on, and he kind of looked like Jeff Bridges through the stream. Like He had a great
Hold
like
these
vibe,
moments.
great look going.
Oh, it's hold. It's hold.
Oh,
Chugs.
that's Hold.
Yeah. Hey,
Very
Hold.
nice.
Good to see you.
What's up, Hold?
Hold,
Get him
who
on.
is my spirit animal.
He
I love you,
actually
Hold.
won one of my trivia.
Yeah.
So like with the pack giveaways that I was doing, I tried to like be as interesting as possible. Like my last two, it was trivia that was related to my son, and it was because his birthday was actually that Sunday, and it was who's his favorite NBA player, and what is his favorite profile pic project.
Yeah.
And
Kareem.
hold these
Top
got
shot user.
hold these got who got the next one? Kareem.
Yeah.
Hold these got he was the first one to answer correctly what the first
Nice.
what the first project was. It was Subducts.
Yeah, I knew that
project that he liked.
I know you well.
Yeah.
Kareem, hit me with the Top Shot username. Is the same. Kareem
Same thing.
Pakjul.
All right, cool.
Pakul Jabbar.
So that's 3.
Pakjul. Yeah, that's 3.
That's
Roll it
3.
again. NBA Top Shot Blazer.
All
NBA
right.
Top Shot Blazer, number 4. We got one more coming in.
What's his TS username?
We'll find out in a minute. His
And
or
also,
her. What is their Top Shot username? Please use inclusive language if possible.
Lil Chug's favorite player is Jonas Valanciunas.
Is it really?
Yeah, he saw him up close
TS
live.
got me on this BS with 20 tier 1 subs.
Oh my god, that is
Let's
fantastic.
go.
Top Shot Blazer, what's your username? Punch it in. Is it the same thing?
Same thing as your
What is it?
Twitch or something different? Hit us with it. By the way, so I know that the Cool Cats, like I forget the name of the brand that did it. Beer art for like craft beer is like so NFTable.
Oh yeah, dude. Look at this from a place in Memphis.
Gold Tooth. This is one of the
got
best
like this
beers I've
cool
ever had.
robot on it and stuff.
NBA Top Shot Blazer. I need your Top Shot username, please.
Yeah. And then Wiseacre is another one in Memphis. The artist is insane, based in Nashville. She's
B.
incredible.
Vosen. I wonder, does anybody know who B. Vosen is? I need to hit him up, get him into NFTs.
Have you done an NFT before? That's what you say. And then they reply back with, you're like the 7th person to ask me that.
NBA Top Shot, man. I'm going to send this to you in private chat. It's Juice Shack. Okay, cool. And then after that, the last one here is going to be Tyler Durden Heat.
Tyler Durden Heat, I've heard that name.
Tyler Durden Heat.
He's active in the NLL.
Active.
He also has a Plungeon NFT.
He does have a Plungeon NFT.
I need to get a Plungeon NFT. What am I
A
doing?
Plungeon NFT. What's a Plungeon NFT, Chugs?
It's just a thing.
It's a thing?
It's our guy, Greg. Our old Greg was just slaving away. That's why you haven't seen him so long, because he's been just
in the lab
cultivating just sweet artistic NFT magic.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like.
That's really it.
Like
it's a cool pick. Are you gonna pull it up?
Can we discuss the utility of this thing?
Top Shot Blazer. His username is Juice Shack.
Yep,
okay,
got it.
Cool. And Tyler
Gas is
Durden
wild. Yes, we know. We know. There is no timetable on this. So let me start with this. There are 250 of these listed at 0.033. There are 325 total of them. 75 were held back for the 33 initial OG plungers in the Plungers Discord, which consist of many of my real life plunger friends. Many of you have heard that story that I started a fantasy sports betting league with group that's like 50 or 60 strong in Slack.
NFT thing.
It precedes this. That's how I got introduced to this. Many of those folks are in there, as well as people that I've like accumulated around me, or I've accumulated around them. I don't think of this as me centric at all. It is very us centric. And people, LG's in there, Chug's in there, Greg's in there, Taylor's in there, Backer's in there, Arsenics in there, Quad's in there, like a bunch, Greg's in there, or Greg Oden. Lots of people that I consider close friends and compatriots in the NFT space. So held back a bunch of them for those people. The intention for this is to primarily be token gated Discord for the Plungeon, but this is the launching point. We don't have a roadmap. That's not the point. The point is that we are congealing the community around this thing as a starting point. Will there be Plunge DAO? Very possible. Will having 325th of the initial shares of Plunge DAO matter? Very possible. Will this be something that we launch forward into other things and collaborate with? Very possible. We don't have anything defined on that in that regard. Right now, the fundraise in terms of like ETH, where that's going is going to be to fund the trips for all of us that can attend NFT NYC for us to go. And everything else after that is going to get put back into the community. None of it's just going to go like siphoned off. We're not taking it and running. It's either going to be giveaways or seed funds for community fund or the seeds of Plunge DAO, if it is.
Plunging quarter zip pullovers.
Could be, right. So
Can we talk
the
about
idea-
how right now buying one of these would cost more in ETH than,
Yep,
than you're actually donating to the
100%.
cause?
100%. So please don't do that right now.
Yeah.
We know.
It's just-
And you know what, frankly,
chill.
this like if we did it on Matic, it would have been a shit show. Like we couldn't have figured that out. So there are things, yes, gas is wild and it's been wild in the last couple of days. I don't expect everything to sell like right this minute. And that said, there are going to be more opportunities for this stuff later on, but please don't overextend yourself with this. But it is sort of congealing. We have a community already, right? It's the people in this Twitch, the people that tune in, people within the NLL, people within Squanchland, people within other communities that I'm a part of, that all of these other people that I'm connected with have sort of made not the inner circle, the like secondary and tertiary circles of this. And we're starting to sort of like wanted to formalize that in some way beyond just, hey, I got an invite from XYZ person. All right, here we go. This is my like putting my stake in the ground that I want to be a part of this thing. What is that thing? We're not sure. It's going to be community defined. If that's not something that interests you, totally cool. I vibe with that. I want to still interact with you on all these other Discords. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be in the same spot. And we're all going to be in the same spots that we have been. But this is sort of congealing around that. Okay. So that's where we're at. We're going to give away. How many are we going to give away, Chugs? Do we decide tonight?
I don't know. I've been in and out of our little, a little chat. Was it just gonna be like 5?
I think we're gonna do 5 tonight.
Was 5?
Let's start with 5. I think we start with 5. And then
5.
we're gonna do this like weekly, right? So that's why we held a bunch of these back so that we could, there's 250 that we're gonna sell and there's 370 or 325. We held a bunch of them back so that we could week over week bring new people into the fold. So we're gonna do 5 tonight. So I'm gonna roll it again. So I mean,
let's do a new code word for it.
Yeah, we got to do a new code word for it.
Yeah, you got to do a new code word for it.
All right.
I'm gonna say the code word is apple.
Apple.
Genius.
Apple.
I'm not gonna roll another one. We're just gonna talk over this.
I'm buying one right now, Plunge. You sold me.
Apple.
Your little speech. It sold me.
So I'm very anti roadmap in general because I think and I think anti like high level utility stuff. It really we're not trying to turn these NFTs into like profit makers, right? Like it's not a thing of like, oh man, we're hoping the secondary sales on these generates enough revenue for us to quit our day jobs. Like not fucking happening, right? This is not that at all.
Yeah. I mean, and Greg like crushed it with the art, but like, let's be real. It's not like we've tried to create some like, some startup enterprise that's, that's not the point.
So these are all of our, if you didn't know what this was happening, these are all of our cool cats like approaching the skyline of New York City.
An MST3K style.
Exactly. With all the plungers on this. I will say we made a couple like singular choices that people have been confused about. This is not like, oh, hey, there's going to be a meetup at NFT NYC and I need this thing to get into that thing. Not a thing. We may try and do something at NFT NYC and like if we do an event and do that. You will not need something like this to get into that event. We might use some of the funds that we raise from this to like meet up at a bar and pay for everybody's drinks or something like that. Like that might happen. But it's not something where we would expect, especially because the vast majority of people won't be able to attend that event. Like it's not tied to that. This was more of just like a commemorative thing. Our plan, at least right now, is for us to attend this thing. I will be there. And I think everybody else is like hoping to be there. So that's sort of the goal here. So we've got Apple in the chat. We're going to roll it for the first one. Warren Fang 3. So,
hey, I like that guy.
Warren Fang, I will shoot you a message or actually message me on Discord, actually, because I know what your Discord is. Message
And
me on
Twitter.
Discord with your ETH address, and we'll get this to you when gas chills out a little bit. So Warren Fang, you're gonna start. That's a good. You know what? I feel like that's a really good first nod of like. And if you already have one, you can sell it, or you can gift. Better yet, like if you already have bought one and you don't want to stack another one, like gifting it to someone that you think you would want to be in the group would be the best way to like repurpose this. So keep that in mind as we go through this. All right. So Warren, awesome. We're gonna roll it again. Wheels 0417.
Know that name.
Know that name as well. Active chatter.
An NLL guy.
Following since June. NLL guy as well. Love that. Yeah, when SSS, we're gonna come. I'm sorry, we're gonna keep rolling with this. In like 2 more minutes, we'll bring them in.
Yeah.
All right. The third, Easy Company 86. Also someone. This is great. I love that Nightbot. It's like picking people that we want in here because they're value add. Easy Company.
Hacks.
Exactly. So again, Discord, hit me up, ETH address. All right, 2 more. Here we go. James Dylan Bond, another one. Subscribers, man. It's Nightbot. Nightbot loves those subscribers. All right. Last but not least, before we bring up the SSS team, Rich DMC 11. I haven't seen this person. You've been following for a long time, but I have not seen you a ton in chat. That's okay. So Rich DMC 11, I'm going to hop to your profile real quick and shoot you a message and ask you to send my your ETH address. How do I message that person? Can I whisper them? Rich DMC 11. There we go. I'm going to whisper you with your ETH address. I'm not trying to get scammed again.
Yeah.
Make
it airtight.
So we're not going to show this. And you know what? If it doesn't sell out, not a problem. Like we don't have fucking roadmap projections and like quota that we need to hit. There's nothing here for that.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. So, we don't need the ETH to do anything specific. It's going to cover our costs for NFT NYC stuff and seed the next round of things. So if it doesn't need to be a fast thing, it doesn't need to be a slow thing. So chill on it. Don't spend a shit ton of money and gas unless you're absolutely dying to do it. Just keep chill with that. So Chugs, Any last questions, thoughts for Alan, Dumbo before we let them go?
I mean, it's always a pleasure when you guys come on. I love talking with you guys, getting to hear what's going on, what you guys have been working on. There's obviously a million questions I could ask you to keep it going, but we can save it. We can save it in the back pocket when the first S3 moments are out and you guys come back on. We can talk about it on the other side. But no, I love what you guys are doing. I love that you guys listen to kind of the feedback. Like I said earlier, call back to, I made a suggestion and you guys eventually did it. And that, not to say like, oh, like it was a good idea, but like just the fact that you guys are listening, you guys are very adaptable. It's very clear that you are, or at least that's the way you're thinking about stuff. So just hats off to you. Keep working hard and, let's see what this season brings, excited.
Excellent. Yeah. Looking forward to the next time, and hopefully we'll have some fun and exciting things to talk about, and hopefully y'all check out Flowverse. I think, it's a great opportunity there. I'm really excited to see what happens as the Top Shot NFTs meet the wider world of Flow and all that craziness starts to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having us, guys. Definitely. Plunge, you speak like every day, so definitely we'll see you soon, no doubt. Be weird saying goodbye. I'll DM you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Catch you later.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Much appreciated.
See you later.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
So I just tweeted out off of the SSS tweet, to roll on through. So I guess we'll bring these guys on. I know there's people kind of chomping at the bit about I'm just gonna pull them in and we can introduce as we go. It's like we could always debrief, but everybody's ready to hear about this project. We do have folks from the Superlative Secret Society
on the stream tonight, from sounds like multiple places
all over the
throughout
world. Yeah, right.
It's a very collaborative experience. I love that. So we have KMC and Joandy and also Luke Skywalker, who just fell off. But how are you all doing tonight? Or day?
I think
where
morning.
you are, right?
I think morning, right?
Hello guys.
How are
Actually,
ya?
in here is morning.
Okay.
I'm doing fine, preparing to have some lunch maybe.
Awesome. Well, it's excellent to have you on the stream tonight. Tonight for us and tomorrow for you all. But first of all, congratulations on the sellout with the Superlative Secret Society. I know, just for your background and reference, Chugs and I don't even know how I found out about the drop, but it was one of those things where you see the art, and for me personally, I went, oh, like, yeah, this is gonna do well. This is one of those things that I think will resonate with a lot of people. The art style is pretty surrealist, and the idea that you could get some like really high, what I would consider high quality art PFP project that's not just another animal or another kind of silly thing with a million different silly traits with laser eyes and stuff, was I thought it would resonate really well with people. So I'm going to pull it up on stream. So it's just for anybody that may not know what Superlative Secret Society looks like. And I'll actually go to my my account to do it. But
and I guess the background for anybody who's unfamiliar, I created it all kind of ties back to basketball. So I created a Discord for Grizzlies fans because I'm located in Memphis, Tennessee, and for Memphis Grizzly fans. And there was a guy in that group who was a really big fan of Arif, who's the artist, and I hope I'm saying his name right. But he was a really big fan and was asking me about it. He's like, "Hey, have you heard of this project?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." But I was immediately like drawn to kind of just the very like. It reminded me of like Dr. Seuss meets Picasso or something. Like, it was just very just out there, kind of the whole like metaverse, multiverse type vibes that I was getting from it. I was really liking it. And so he's the one who told me about it. And then I kind of low key would just kind of like pepper a tweet or a picture or whatever to Plunge and Greg and like kind of our inner circle, like, hey, like, I think we kind of need to pay attention to this. Like, this looks like it could be something. And so that's sort of how our group got involved, or, how we got interested in it. But obviously it's, far, far bigger than just, a couple guys in America. This is a very global, the fact that there's over 5,000 unique owners or unique wallets that have it is incredible. Like, I think that's a really, remarkable thing. So for you guys, you had a big week, right? Earlier this week, you got verified. I know that was, what was that like, kind of going through that behind the scenes, just making sure, what exactly did you guys have to do? And then what was that process like, just making sure that got taken care of? Because you guys seem to be working around the clock to get that across the goal line.
Right. First of all, can you guys hear me well? Because I'm really having a bad connection right now.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
You got a little one.
Yeah, I'm Luke Skywalker on Discord by any chance. Pleased to meet you all. And I'm bringing two of my newest moderators, official moderators from Superlative, by the name of KMC and Joandy. So, yeah, like I said, things are get escalated to really quickly for us in these past 3 weeks.
Right.
And sincere apology that our main artist, which is Arif, can't be present at the moment because he's
sleeping, right? he's probably had a long week.
Yeah, basically didn't had enough sleep for sure. He's been working with many collaborations right now, so he got his hands full. And also our initiator, Prasdiman, he's been busy for the art gallery so basically we're making a company right now, making it official with our legal paperwork in order to purchase that art gallery in Bali. Okay. And because of that, he's been going places, and yeah, he's very exhausted right now. Really sorry about that.
No, it's okay. And that's great. It's awesome to talk to anyone on the team and really get a behind the scenes look at what you've been up to. So take us back to, and I know Joandy and KMC, you just joined the team, but Luke Skywalker, take us back to before the drop. Did you have a sense before the actual mint that that it would sell out immediately?
You know what? We didn't expect it would sold out that fast. I mean, we had the confidence that, I mean, it will be sold out, but not as fast as that. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was like a 2-minute thing, right? It's so like,
Yeah, it is
there was
2
a
minutes. It
pre-sale
was
and
like-
then like 6,000 of them sold within 2 minutes, right?
Right, correct. And the crazy thing is, we want all of our members, our communities, to purchase the art itself from our official website. But at
Right.
the moment, what happened is the traffic gone massively big, and the website can contain all the traffic, so it went blackout. So people who wanted to mint from the website is basically can access the website itself. So what happened is it happens through the Etherscan. So people are getting the art from Etherscan instead. But yeah, it's 2 minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, you guys. One of the things that I noticed early on was sort of a acknowledgement of early adopters, so to say,
yeah.
or folks that were active in the Discord early. You guys did a ton of giveaways early on, and I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you to doing a giveaway here, but unless you got one you want to, but I know you guys did a bunch of giveaways. In the lead up, and it was all really geared towards being active in the Discord, not just simply like inviting, whoever invites the most people, but it was very tied to just overall activity, or if you owned a previous piece of a reef, which he's got. I put out a thread that of several, other sort of series that he has out there, that if anybody's looking, interested, there's several pieces out there other than just the superlatives. This is just his first generative project. Was that
Chugs, do you want to share your screen? It might be helpful for you to drive. Do you have?
Yeah, sure. I can share my screen.
Because mine is trash, and I feel like I'm...
Okay. I'll share. I'll just share my Chrome window. Yeah, so I got mine. So this is like the main site.
Right.
Started at the beginning. Like this was originally where you could mint, which obviously you can't do anymore. But anyway, was that something that you guys were like very committed to doing in terms of rewarding original holders? And then I guess going forward, what is sort of the plan for folks that have either minted or are holding or both? What does that look like going forward for folks that have at least one superlative?
Right. And then for holding for so long, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's basically and literally, as we said on the website. So our future plan, I mean, it's not future plan, it's ongoing. We're planning to make that DAO thing going on. So basically, holders will be getting a chance on getting, let's see, a few Ethereum monthly. And it will be produced from our community wallet. And that community wallet is also the one that funds all the free tickets to Bali raffle. So we get the source from our community wallet. And what else is there? And also the real world utilities like merchandise and such. We're planning to put some NFC tags on our shirt and all the other merchandise. So yeah, it's going on a lot.
So explain, I guess, so you're saying you put NFT tags on the clothes that you have? So like your NFT is linked to whatever
exactly
merchandise that you buy? That's cool.
It's going to be a full-blown experience on the art gallery. That's the plan.
Okay. And so, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, the art, like, and I've seen tweets and stuff. Are you guys building a gallery, or are you buying like a piece of a property that already exists? Like what's the gallery plan? Because I'm like super interested in that. I'd love to be able to get out there and see
we
it.
actually plan on buying one instead of renting one.
Sure.
But the thing right now with purchasing the gallery that's already built is we're a bit concerned about the architecture and the landscape, because Bali is, we're planning on the ones that in mountainous area, so we might as well rent one and build it from the ground up. Let's say restructured it to our needs. That's why we have our own private architect to do the builds on the gallery itself. Not to mention that we need all the tech, NFT tech attached to the gallery. So it's been a crazy weeks for us.
Yeah. And you guys did, I know this had already, you got the check marks here. You've already done the share the meal donation, right? How many meals was it?
Yes, we have.
Go ahead.
It's about 15 grams for 18,741 food for the global hangar.
That's awesome. And then,
Thank
Oh
you.
wow, that's a
I mean,
lot.
that's like a, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty,
Not-
I
it's not
remember
insignificant
catching
It's a
that.
big number.
That's
Yeah,
material.
it's 15,000 US dollar for 18,741 meals total.
Meals. Yeah,
That's nice.
18,741 meals. Yeah, that's incredible. Like, and that's something that has happened like already. And you guys are only, you know what, is it 2 weeks now, I guess? From
Yeah,
launch?
it's 2 weeks after public sales.
Yeah, so I mean that's cool. You got, I know you have the one of one that the like Arif and was it Skull Punks?
Yeah, the
I
Skull
think
Punks, yeah.
did
We're
did
doing
a
that with
piece,
Skull
and
Punks.
so is that's something that there's going to be, I would assume, more to come with
More
with
to
stuff
come,
like
and
that,
more collabo.
right? Which is also good. Limited edition Superlative merchandise, which definitely was a definitely is a cool thing. I saw that rendered like golf shirt or like button down shirt. That's like one of the.
Other than the Skull Punks, there will be Audio, Sabit, and many more. We are also open for collabo. I mean, everybody's welcome for collaboration with us. It's just
Yeah, we are very welcoming for collaboration to you guys. Thank you.
That's
things
awesome.
like that.
What's
and regarding giveaways, since Arif is busy and hands full right now, there will be giveaways, but you should, I mean, it'll be a list. I mean, please kindly wait for giveaways.
Sure.
Definitely.
Is I wanted to ask really quick. So where exactly, like Bali seems to be kind of like the hub where a lot of what's going on with SSS is going to be located. Where are you guys actually located?
Yeah, it's
if you don't mind me asking, like not like
sure. Maybe Joandy would answer that.
We are actually from Indonesia,
okay,
and I'm at Jakarta City. How about you, Luke Sky?
Okay, so
Where are
this is a
you?
misunderstanding. We're talking about the gallery in Bali.
Oh, the gallery in Bali.
Yeah. Do you mind me answering this question? So yeah, it's gonna be on Gianyar, Bali.
Oh, Gianyar, Bali.
Yes, the gallery will be on Gianyar, Bali. If you want to get a hold of the area, it's GIANYAR. The showing result of Gianyar. Yeah, that's the area, the region, somewhere over there.
So we got this stuff going. That looks nice.
Yeah, it's.
So we're just gonna stick the gallery just right there.
Exactly. We'll make sure that we have a good road access to the gallery.
Sure. Yeah. But you guys individually though, y'all are also in Indonesia, right? Just different parts.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on Java Island right now. Okay. I mean, the main team like Joandy, KMC, Arif, Prasdiman.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I guess, the one thing that I was always curious about with Arif, I don't know if you guys can speak to it too much because it's kind of his, like, brainchild. Why? I guess with all the traits and things, they're all different superlatives, really.
Right.
Like ambitious and undogmatic, suave.
Yeah.
What's, to the extent that you can kind of like, speak to that, what is sort of like the kind of story behind, this project for him? Like to the extent you can kind of like translate it, I guess, because obviously
Right.
the artist is
Basically each character, that 11,111 characters, are a main character. So what happened is there's a planet called Malaccan, and there's a war reigned among the Moluccans, but somehow for some reason there's an ancient titan, we call it the Colossus, suddenly just arise from the Malaccan, and it's a multi-dimensional titan, the Colossus. So instead of doing wars between the Moluccans, they unite to defeat it. And yeah, within years they could defeat the Colossus, and the Colossus drops some items. Let's say it's like when you kill a monster, there's a loot, right? And they drop equipments. In this case, the Colossus drops artifacts, which grants the one who kills it massive magic powers. And the one who kills the Colossus is one of the avatars, and the one that I think someone sent me a private message earlier saying what is it, and I said it's a shaman, and the shaman has a necklace which there's an artifact embedded on the necklace itself.
Yeah, that was
And so,
actually
yeah.
Alan. Watch. We'll see.
So the artifact, the artifact, the necklace that came from the Colossus, and these are spoilers. I mean, the artifact possesses evil powers inside because it came from the Colossus. It might turns him into something more. If you have heard of the Reapus.
Yeah. So that's like the next leg,
Yeah,
right?
that's
of
the
what's
next. So
coming.
that
This is
consumes-
Alan's right here.
Yeah, that necklace consumes the souls of the owners. It will turn him into something else and powerful. And the Colossus itself, actually, it's just a minion.
Interesting.
Yeah, the big boss is called the Chosen. The Chosen comes from other universe and multiverse. And if you are aware of our Discord, there are people that had titled with the Chosen.
Right.
So those peoples are basically the character inside the story, which they have powers and control over the Colossus. And also, if you're aware that Arif also make a multiverse, a Superlative multiverse.
This is what I'm pulling up, which is kind of more the storyline
So-
of all of those characters. Like this is the storytelling.
Yeah.
part of it.
So some people ask, is it related to Superlative's Secret Society, the multiverse? Consider this as like Pokemon. Now we get what? Pokemon Gold, Silver, Sword, Shield, Black and White, but it's still Pokemon, right? The plan is we're gonna make a bridge between these two collectibles, and we'll make a story and mythology within. So it's gonna be basically some sort of movie, if I may.
And this is something that Arif had been working on or thought up. I mean, this is like when he was a kid, right?
Yeah,
Something like years ago.
it's been crazy. Yeah, it is, but it is what it is, and it's a one-time go. So most of the art, it's like a one-time go. He admitted itself he couldn't even, if he wants to draw the same thing again, he couldn't even imagine it. So yeah, it's a one-time go for all. It's all limited.
Yeah, I mean
piece of art.
the level of detail and there's almost no way you could try to have a do-over of this kind of stuff.
Exactly. That's why I said, when I said Arif is hands full, it's literally got his hands full, for sure.
So the Reapus, what exactly is the Reapus? Like that's one of the bigger questions.
Why Reapus, right?
Or what?
Yeah, I
is
don't
it?
know what
Yeah,
that is. Tell
a
me
lot
about
of
that.
Yeah, a lot of folks
Yeah.
are waiting.
I'm
for
gonna
it.
reveal.
What is
I'm
it?
gonna reveal this right now. But if you pay good attention on the name Reapus, it's basically super backwards. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what does that mean?
So
Meaning super means it's the super is the main and what is it protagonist, right? So Reapus is
Right.
the antagonist. It's just basically like that. And we've teased people with trailers also.
Oh, okay.
so these are going to be the bad guys.
Yeah, pretty much. And the reason being because they're holding on to that artifact that they thought it grants them superpowers.
Interesting.
I
It
like
is.
the entire
There's so much
mythology
lore
this.
behind all
Yeah,
of
the
this.
mythology.
Yeah,
is
I
very
didn't know
deep.
that. So you mentioned when we talked a little bit earlier, Luke, that like even though Arif's not going to be on, like you're well immersed in the lore.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had a moment, and I was like, "There's lore." Like I did. I was.
There's a lot of
I was
characters
thinking,
in. I mean, 11,000, literally 11,000 characters were in the story.
So
They're just
okay,
like an
I have a
army of
question.
heroes.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are some that have words in them.
Right.
Is that a thing? Does that matter a lot?
Show me.
I don't know. I think I
I
feel like
don't-
one of mine has words in it. I saw one with faith in it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if they have words. They might have like letters.
No, I'm pretty sure. Like in one of mine,
Is it
that
X?
All
had.
right. There is a character with words, and like you said, Arif pays attention on details, and that words could lead to something for
Yeah,
them.
mine. So look at
Words? I'm
Chuck,
gonna look
go to
at- I'm
mine.
gonna look-
Go to
I'm gonna
my
pull it.
account, and the third one has on his left shoulder of like his duster or whatever it's called. It says faith.
On this guy,
Yeah, it's
That's-
on his
that's gotta
muffler
be-
on the left
it's got-
side.
on
It
it-
says
it's
faith.
got to be special. Yeah, there it is, right there. Watch, hopefully this blows it up enough. Well, it's right
Control. Yeah, you can zoom in. Control and scroll your wheel.
there. Yeah, hold on. Get in
Secret
there.
roadmap. Faith owl. Yeah, I've seen a couple things like this. So this is worth $1 million, right?
It is, fam.
Okay.
It is.
Confirmed.
Verified.
I'll send a link in the chat. Go ahead and make me an offer. No, I'm really happy. So
I mean, this is not a financial advice for sure, but you might want to hold on to that.
Just maybe.
not financial advice.
Not
I
financial
appreciate the not financial advice.
Yeah, it's not a financial advice, but you might want to keep on holding to that.
So I feel interested. So one of the things that I think a lot of people struggle with in these types of projects is like identifying where and like what speaks to them. And for some projects, it's very straightforward as to what is rare and what's not. And people just kind of latch on to, the kind of trope example.
Does it have laser eyes?
Does it have laser eyes? Right? Like that's the funny thing. Does it have laser eyes?
Is it golden?
Right? Is it golden? Does it, fucking, I don't know, whatever. And it's not particularly evident with this project. Like a lot of them have a very similar aesthetic. They're all very different, obviously, and very unique. But as a result of that, they all sort of look homogenous in many ways.
Yes, psychedelic, you could say.
Yeah, definitely.
Very.
And it takes some like study or some like attention to figure out what, if anything, is different, other than relying on an external site like Rarity Tools or like searching the properties or whatever those things are. So I'm curious, like how has that played out over the last couple of weeks as people are sort of reconciling what they see versus what is behind the scenes that they can't see or that they need guidance to see because it's not readily apparent. Like how have you guys handled that as a team to kind of key people into those elements that they may not be aware of?
So each and every art that has been bought and sold out is basically a character. Like the one that you showed before earlier, it's a shaman. So maybe people would like pay attention there's a one character with equipments like clothings, necklaces, and accessories. I mean, they have fireballs around them, so we pay attention to that, and also some wording on the body of the character. There's wording and robes on the wording that could mean something. I can't pull everything, right? But there will be something. There will be transitioning from good to evil and vice versa. That's for sure. And we also planning on making some shorts later on. I mean, I think it's going to be on 2020, early 2020.
Some shorts?
Yeah, like video shorts.
Little videos?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody
That's
just
awesome.
commented to show 346.
So I got it. That's rare. That's awesome, dude. I got faith, bro. I got my hold on to that one.
Where's
You might want to
346?
hold on to that.
I'm gonna hold on to that one.
Here's 346. DJ song. I hope I said it.
Ooh, yeah.
His or her name. Right? That's a
Yeah,
gnarly
that's
one.
the ghost of
There's a
road.
fire on the road, right?
Yeah, and it's a purple one too. Most of them,
Yeah.
the mufflers they're like that off-white color. So it's a little different for sure.
And there's that skull thing flying around them.
The ghost. Everybody calls it a ghost. So it's a skull.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Everybody calls it a ghost.
You could call it skull ghost, and then ghost itself is. I mean, skull itself is a ghost, right?
Right. Well, the orb. It's abrupt is that orb, right? Like the ghost.
Yeah.
The skull right there. And so yeah, like is there? I haven't found it on the Discord or anything, but will there be sort of like a fleshed out kind of like here's what these mean over time?
There will be, yeah.
Or are they like is that coming from you guys? Or are you kind of
Right,
hoping the
because
community comes up?
I'm
with it?
growing up with Pokemon. There will be a Pokédex for this.
Ooh,
Nice. I love it.
I
love
That's what you wanted. I mean,
That's what we wanted.
Professor
Yes.
Ash?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we wanted.
Does that make
Yeah, are
you Professor Ash?
Ash?
I love that. How can I join the SSS Discord?
Yeah, let's drop
Great
a link.
question. I'm
Here,
gonna
I'll
drop
drop
the link.
You got it, Plunge? Or?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay,
Let me
you
go
got
ahead.
it. Drop it in. Yeah, these are. So I just pulled all the abrupt orbs, and you can see like the little ghost guy.
Yeah, orbs are
pretty
quite a lot.
much. I like. So here's the one. This is like the most
Rad.
Like,
Rad,
well,
right?
the most like earthly trait that I've seen is the guy with a cigarette.
Cigarette.
The guy with the cig, just ripping heaters in the multiverse.
He's got like a bandolier too. That's
Yeah,
dope.
that's cool too. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. But
So with this, what does the next week look like for you? Obviously catching up on some sleep and whatnot, but like what does the next week look like for you and your team?
I will be in Bali building that gallery thing and also dealing with the tech stuff.
I'll be right back, Chugs. You keep rolling, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Right. And what else?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
we've been struggling with that blue tick and also the naming of the Superlative Secret Society right now.
Yeah, it changed a couple of times. What was the story behind that? I mean, I'm sure it was to prevent scammers and crap like that. What was the main story there?
So the reason we need the blue tick is so we prevent our customers to get scammed because there are a lot of people account using Superlative Secret Society names on it. And the reason we get it struggle a lot to get that blue tick is because I think I have.
I was starting to type it in to show like Superlative Secret Societies with an S, and there were a bunch of them that had kind of like sprouted up that were definitely not like Superlative SS as a project, collections. So yeah, you guys ended up with the Superlative Secret Society, which has the little motion, the little like GIF picture, the motion pic. So like for those paying attention, that's the real one. Yeah. So the next week is the gallery. Focus on the gallery. And
focus on the gallery.
And then like one-on-one collabs, kind of like the Skullpunks one that's already out.
And the community wallet also starting to build up.
Right. Which the community wallet, the use I mean, there obviously you don't. It can be used for a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff, but a
It
big
started,
a
yeah,
big part of it though is the trips is the kind of like raffle trips to Bali, right?
yeah, but only for holders.
Right. Yeah, only for holders, which is freaking cool. I think everybody's
And yeah,
excited for
and
that.
oh yeah, we also been working for T-shirts and shirts and tote bag.
Right.
And what else is here right now?
In the do you know? Are you familiar enough with the mechanics of like will the merchandise be like kind of custom to the superlative you have, or is it just it's just going to be like superlative? You know, kind of like your handbag is the same as my handbag, but I have an NFT attached to it.
Yeah,
or is it like purely custom? Like what are we talking about?
There will the plan is there will be two versions. The one
Okay.
version is the commercial version, which is everybody could have access to it,
Uh-huh.
and the other one is going to be specific to the request of the holders.
Yeah, that's incredible. I like that aspect of it, being able to like have truly
Yeah.
kind of like customized type material, and in the Discord,
Build
if
your
anybody-
own, build your own superlative merch.
Yeah. I mean, in the Discord, there's plenty of people who have already like gone crazy with renderings and stuff. I know
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun. I've
Shoes, right?
superlative.
Circle.
My cool cat is superlative right now. Like he's all freaking every single color in the rainbow.
Yeah.
But I noticed one thing, this global tour thing. What's like what's the thought there? Is that like is that way far down the road? Like, you know, at minimum, like next year, you're kind of looking at sort of pop-up galleries, like maybe in the US, or what is that sort of, you got like several other things to kind of address before we get to that.
So basically from now we are listing few of the standard equipment for the galleries, because all of these are really brand new. I mean, not every Indonesian knows about NFTs, so we need to sort things out, like what equipments needs to be in the gallery, and after that we could like have a vision how the gallery would looks and how the gallery would provide us with NFT information. And if people have an NFT, they would like hang their NFT or sell their NFT on the gallery itself. We could do that also. So yeah, we make we're sorting equipment for the gallery right now. So because of that, the nearest, the possible way, ability to say is the gallery and the what you call it, that pop-up gallery would be available, I think, somewhere in the beginning of 2022, because we're kind of sort things out with some lists right now, because it's already October, right?
Right.
We're on a tight schedule for places and the equipments and the designs also.
Trying to find I'm trying to find a picture that where was it? Somebody was asking about the shirt. Here it is. Here's the button down that like went crazy. Yeah, a bunch of people were all crazy about it.
Our early prototype.
Yeah. So like this is obviously, you know, for everyone, full disclosure, this is just like a rendering. It's not necessarily going to look exactly like that, or this shirt isn't for sale or anything, but like this is the idea of like one of the, you know, many things presumably that
if you take a good look at the shirt, it's not from the Superlative multiverse. Is that's what I said. There's a common one, which is a commercial one. Everybody could get their hands on it.
Right.
And there's a specific Superlative Secret Society shirt. So there are two types of shirts.
Right. And there's somebody, I can't remember who it is. I wish I could. Maybe I've posted more, but there's somebody who has done like a bunch of different renderings of like a van with Superlative, like paint, like a wrap all over.
There it is.
Look at this stuff. Like this is so cool. So you got some Air Force Ones with Superlative on there.
Hey, it's possible.
You got the van.
I like the fan.
The surfboard looks legit.
Yeah, it looks.
For anybody on the
dope,
West
man.
Coast. But I mean, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm sure you guys are.
We're working on it.
You're thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so the aesthetic definitely, like, as they say, it goes. Like the aesthetic is very cool. it's very attractive to
even
a global audience.
Well, me personally, I'm planning on doing some collab with Garuda Indonesia Airlines to put Superlative on the nose of the
On like the
aircraft.
tail of a plane or something.
Yeah, that's
my
one.
gosh.
And I mean, since it's COVID-19, most of Garuda Indonesia's airline aircraft is using mask on. They put some paintings of masks
Right.
on the nose of the aircraft. That mask itself could be Superlative over there.
Right. And a big thing that you guys are big on, sort of like art education, right? Or awareness and stuff, like not just NFT, but also bringing Indonesian art, because Arif's an Indonesian artist,
Recognize,
right?
yeah,
And so
recognize
like raising awareness, right? Like that's a big part of your guys' mission, which makes it all the more exciting, I guess.
That's the plan.
I mean, I don't know where Plunge. I hope Plunge didn't pass out or anything. I was gonna say, I mean, I was just glad to have you guys on because there he is. He's back. He made it.
My wife called.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I'm kind of, I'm just happy that you guys were able to make it because I know that the time zones are crazy for y'all, and you've been scrambling.
My God, yeah.
I know that there's a decent amount of SSS folks in the chat and stuff. Like, I hadn't been paying attention too much. Like, if anybody's got any questions, fire away and see if we can get any
out there.
Yeah, see if we can get any quick answers or color. I mean, like I said, I'm more just happy to get to hear from you guys. There you go. Here's one. How important is the character's body trait? Is there anything that we can speak to that with body traits?
The body traits. Let's see. Maybe you could pull up some. Random picture.
Yeah, sure. I'll just grab this one mainly because it looks like a person's head is on the left side,
embedded on the body. Right?
Yeah. And I'll get the name of it too. Yeah, like there's got a little mouth there. The body is enthusiastic.
So before you answer, every time I look at one of these, I'm like, there's something different that I noticed that I never noticed before.
Yeah,
that's one of those things.
I pick up a different thing. Yeah, the face embedded in the side
body.
of the body.
Yeah. So, like I said, these are Malaccan people. They have more than one soul in each and every one of them. That's why when the Colossus came, and then they dropped some artifact, it really, really consumes the souls of each person. But this guy right here, he seems like there's no artifact attached to him, so he's basically being himself right now. And the way to describe why there's face on his body, I mean, the what you call it when you have some source of imaginations, the thing, how to put it in words, let's say,
like a muse,
like delusions, or like
the delusions. Sometimes we have voices in our head, right?
Yeah, delusions.
Yeah, so instead of the voices in our heads, it's basically the voice that literally came from physical manifestation and attached to the body. So these are Malaccan people right here with multiple personalities, that is.
At least this guy.
Which
the face on it.
And I guess, don't forget, there's an X on his face that could lead to something else.
X here, X there. He's got
and you have two types of eyes: the one that has white and the one that has red.
That's like demon eyes. I don't know about that guy. I'm okay with this guy, but I don't know about that guy.
That's a clue. Also, you might find that red eyes in one of more characters in there. But you won't find like two couple of eyes, if I'm mistaken. Say they have two red eyes. No, they will have three red eyes. So there won't be a couple red eyes.
Somebody's asking about 2098. What's their name? So I guess right now it's still kind of, for somebody who's not behind the scenes and who's just kind of like appreciating the art, kind of learning the lore, the story, like the true story behind all of this is not necessarily or unless it has already been sort of revealed and it's just in the Discord, and you just have to kind of poke around to find out. Like that stuff's going to come over
lore,
time, right?
Yeah, the lore, right?
This is a pretty nifty one. Somebody
There
asked
you
me,
go.
2098. He's got an objective head, an admirable body. I guess that looks admirable.
And it got the artifact also.
Yeah, he's got the deceptive necklace. So you don't trust that guy.
Yes,
I don't trust
exactly.
that guy.
But the thing is, as it is right now, he is Malaccan people with massive magic energy, which fights off evil.
Nice.
Because he has not been corrupted yet.
And he hasn't been corrupted because this artifact is protecting him from that, basically?
The artifact corrupts him.
Okay.
As of now, it's still in normal state, but he doesn't realize that he's being consumed by the artifact.
Can
we
do this for all 11,110? Like if we just pulled up a random one, could you just be like, this is the story? Like you're that well
this is what's going on
in the lore of it?
Yeah, so for all of Superlative Secret Society fam out there, we'll be launching our Pokedex soon in this case.
I was going to
So
say,
you don't have to go
so
through
that
every
Luke
single one.
Skywalker doesn't have to be the on-demand Pokedex.
Yeah. We need to be able to just look it up so we don't have to wake you up in the morning
so
every stream.
A couple other questions. We got Cheddar Ruffles has asked multiple times. Can you ask if the Weird Freak collection will have ties to this?
Yeah, that's the thing about same thing about the Superlative multiverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. And yeah, so it's basically from one artist, which is Arif itself, drew this and also the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Consider this like Pokemon. There are Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, Yellow. Now it's Sword and Shield. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same universe, but different iterations.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing about all of this.
There we go.
Hope that answers it.
I like this comment. Need SSS Squid. Need SS
Squid Game.
Like that.
That's going to be the popular Halloween costume this year.
Yeah.
That's the
sure.
one.
Pac-Man asking an interesting question about the placement of Indonesia on global trading routes. How much has this art been influenced by Indians, Portuguese, Spanish, and English, and other travelers?
Holy moly, that's historical question right there, ain't it?
It's a loaded.
Yeah,
it's a loaded question. For hour 3 of a stream.
Yeah, I know. Pac-Man's going. I feel like Pac-Man's
influenced the culinary experience, man, for sure.
Influences the culinary experience.
Yeah, I mean, we got
in Indonesia.
In Indonesia, foods like influence from Chinese, influence from India. We get curry or laksa. We got laksa in Singapore also, but it's basically influenced by the Indian trades that comes to visit our country back in the old days, of course. And we got also baguettes in Indonesia. Comes from, of course, baguettes. Yeah.
This is the set that I
want to look at.
Homies.
I love the like. We should do a few more number ones after you do this one.
These are the homies. I like the homies, and this is Genesis homies. This is the first homies. The 3.
By the
way,
way,
be yours for 10.
In case you were wondering, there's
like
been
hieroglyphics, man.
There's been 4 purchases of superlatives since the stream started. The first purchase after the stream started was of Superlative 1796, which has Faith on the left shoulder.
It's exactly yours.
Oh yeah.
Faith itself as a word, it's
same.
Big meaning.
Yeah. And the next one I can't figure out why it got bought, but it's cool. It's got a really cool background. And then the third one, let's find out. Let's see if this has anything to do with it.
Who's recently sold? I'm pulling it right now. They don't have to be mine yet.
No, if you scroll up to the top and you hit trading volume.
Well, right. I was just gonna let them so you could see the pictures of them.
Yeah,
like this is it right here. 17.
Yeah, that's the one that got sold.
Nice.
So there's the 4 that I've gotten sold since the start of the stream.
Yeah, look at all the mufflers, right?
Yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 3. It looks complicated. So Sconti 92 is clearly trying to game the system and get us to talk about his or her
3,
or
4,
their.
5, 3. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that one.
Ooh,
Yeah, it looks
does
pretty
look rare.
It looks pretty sufficiently complicated.
Yeah, baby. You should charge for this service, by the way.
It's like per superlative. You could
you just
insert
be
your
like, hey, so
superlative.
here's I charge
0.01
Yep,
Yeah,
0.01.
0.01, and
tell you
I'll
all
tell
about
you all about it. So this one,
Yeah,
is, what do we have here? Decisive, a decisive,
decisive.
body.
Yeah.
See, this is where I would eventually want a Reef to come on and be like, why, what makes this decisive? You know what I mean? Like, I would like to know sort of like the artist, how that dude's brain works with this stuff, because it's like it's all so unique, but at the same time, like if you just glanced over 10 of them, you wouldn't necessarily be able to be like, oh, I saw 10 completely different things. But then if you look closely, they're beyond different. Like they're all incredibly different. And so that's where, like here, you got the yellow eye. Like I haven't paid
that's
attention to
another
that.
different traits. I need the Pokedex launch soon. Yeah, I'll do that promptly. I'll let the team know.
A moralistic necklace. It's incredible. It's one that definitely has caught our eye early on.
Yeah, definitely.
Project, the artist, everything
on the character. Yeah.
I can't wait for the pop-up gallery in Madison or in Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
I'll
We
be
should
there.
list all the cities in US.
Yeah, just all of them.
Now on.
Fuck it.
No.
Let's do it. You guys can come to my house. We can do it out of the basement.
Wow.
Get a bunch of
let people in
screens.
that door.
Get a bunch of screens.
I won't even charge anybody.
There will be a bunch of screens on our gallery for sure, and we are actually picking up which screens will do best for the arts that would be shown there.
Awesome. So Luke, Joandy, we're closing in on closing time for our stream.
Right. Perfect.
Anything that you guys want to share with the folks that are still here? We still have over 100 people in the chat, which is awesome. That's like a really good mark. 2 hours and 45 minutes into the stream that we still are going that strong. That means
there you go, my man, Joandy.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello, man.
Awesome. Anything that you want to leave the folks with?
To all the Superlative Secret Society family and all the newly joined member, please kindly wait. We are working on something great, something engaging, I should say, and it's coming really, really soon, especially on the roadmap. So stay tuned. Don't nobody go nowhere.
Awesome. I love that. So I will post the Discord one more time, just for everybody that may have joined us late. I don't think there's anybody, but just in case, I'm going to post that Discord link to the Superlative Secret Society.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. We started, and I mentioned this a little bit before when we were talking, but and it actually may not have been with you, but with Alan earlier, I was saying, like, we started with Top Shot, which is like, this gateway drug NFT that we talk about.
Right.
But it's sort of opened our eyes to larger things. And over the last 6 or 8 months, as we've been doing this, we get to talk to more and more cool people about cool things that they do. And I would be lying if I said I understood it all. Like, I would consider myself like a relatively cultured individual. Like I'm exposed to a lot more than most in the grand scheme of things. I appreciate art, but there are things that still, like, I'm just amazed by. And I sort of like taking a, like, oh, I see it at surface level. And then it takes someone like yourself explaining there's layers to this shit.
Yeah.
Like, for lack of a better term, but like when someone helps you understand that, it changes the way that you look at the individual pieces of things. So I will say, like, I really appreciate you guys coming on and helping articulate some of that, because I don't
Likewise.
think I would have gained that even if I was following along really closely in the Discord. So I would encourage you to do more of that. And the Pokedex thing sounds awesome. Anything that can help people understand what they have in their hands.
Right.
And that's
beyond
the
just
thing.
it looks cool,
Right.
because it's undeniable that's drawn a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It
So-
would help people appreciate the art even more if
For sure,
we,
for sure.
we got a proper description of the art, each individual character that is.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, but congratulations to you both. And please share our congratulations with the rest of your team on a successful
Will do.
launch and,
Thank you so much. Appreciate
and
it, man.
everything there. We'll let you go and have a great rest of your Friday. Say hello
Thank
to
you.
Friday for us. We're on our way there, but we will talk with you soon. If you'd like to come back on, or if you got new updates with the project, reach out, and we're happy to have you back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
I
much.
really appreciate it. Hope y'all have a good one.
Yeah,
See
we
you.
will.
Good to be
All
here.
right, bye, all.
Look at this Andre the Giant looking guy.
Oh, this guy?
This guy.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this- Look at this Andre the Giant looking fucker. That's a good one.
Oh man, that was
The
awesome,
arrows.
dude.
It's,
So
it's just different. It's just different, you
it's
know,
fucking
like
different, dude.
And I mean, like folks like completely on the other side of the planet, you know, just like putting together this big generative project. Like it's a completely different perspective. And like their plans are like fucking building a gallery, like literally building a gallery for it, which is crazy. Which I'm excited to see like what that looks like.
I don't even know, man.
How many beers have you had?
Too many.
What, like 9%? Jesus Christ.
This is so good though. It's so good.
How many people are still on? We got
They're 100
97.
plus.
Should we
Should we
like,
give us some more
I
stuff
was
away?
gonna say, should we like
I feel like we should go.
should we do some shit for people that are just hanging out?
Dude,
Like,
it's been 2:45. Should we
I
give
know,
some
we
shit away?
thought it was
The
100.
triple IPA.
Okay, should I open the
Fuck
birthday
yeah,
pack?
dude. Yeah, let's go.
Roser
Let's
was giving
go.
me shit. But then Dumbo was like, "Don't ever open that pack."
Let's go. Let's fucking open some shit.
Oh,
Dude, we should give
God.
some stuff away. Side note, I just realized this. So, yes, I was looking through my Top Shot collection.
Still here.
No, so I was looking through my Top Shot collection. I still have. There's a LaMelo moment. There was a LaMelo moment that I think I got for winning the Phil D birthday stream from Top Shot or from First Mint, and I'm like, I didn't like have a stroke. We gave that away, right? Like I was like, at some point we gave away like a LaMelo out of 40,000, right?
Maybe.
Do you remember
Out of
that?
40? Out of 40?
It was like out of 40,000. It's like we're at $72. I was like, hey, we should give this away. And I'm like 98% sure that we gave it away. And I still have it in my account. And I like watched back multiple VODs. I was like skipping through and I can't watch every minute of it. I'm like pretty sure I found like we gave it away and I still have it. So whoever is to like, if you're actually in the chat and I actually gave it to you and you remember what stream and when I give, if someone can find me that and tell me who I owe that to, I'm super big about this. Like if I tell you that I'm going to give something away, I'm going to give it
Plunge
away.
paid debts.
No, it's not. Yeah. Lannister always pays his debts. Like I do not, there's nothing worse than fucking people saying I'm going to give away this thing and then they don't. Like it
the
grinds my
1 year
fucking
birthday
gears
thing.
and I
I
don't
just
want
don't
anything to do
know.
with that.
It's got the 1 year thing. Like
Solid Ricey Games. I see you. I see you in the chat. I'll find your Twitter.
Oh, that was
Ping it
them.
to the top of my inbox. Just say hello. Ping it to the top of my inbox, and then this sounds right. Okay.
I do have to do this very quickly. I just, it's got the 1 year thingy on it, and Dumbo's got me all like thinking
Dude,
that
it's
matters.
booty cheeks back. They're literally locker packs.
They're not
That's all they are. Yeah, he's like, you can
They might
pull a
have
7,500.
7,500.
You can pull. There's like 3 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna rip it, but first I want to find Bakara's
Okay, Snooze, thank
Mumbro
you,
post
Snooze.
as well.
All right, Solid Ricey, just Twitter DM me and just be like,
I'm
ping.
teasing
and I'll
this
find it.
so badly. I want to get Bakara's where's fucking Bakara? Where you at, dog?
I got
Where
it.
you at?
Yeah,
Where you at?
I'm
Where
here.
you at? Where you at? Where you
Even
at?
tipsy. I got your faculty. Like I was looking, I was like, oh shit, I forgot. And I literally I went through my DMs and I couldn't find. I get a lot of DMs, so I went back
Yeah.
and I was trying to find it, and I couldn't. So ping it to the top of my inbox because I pay my debts. And by the way, I'm sort of sad if it actually was. I think it was Solid Ricey. I'm sad that you didn't reach out earlier. I'm sad that you weren't like, hey, what's the deal? If I'm ever like in debt to you, please just reach out like in 7 days or 2 days or whatever.
The worst pack rip of all time.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tux Cat just asked that question. We back like, and we'll have it again. Like when we're mid-season and like everybody, we're having like 12 people come on to rip packs and we rate them. I want to say Dream Shaker had one of the worst ones that we've pulled live. It was like a rare. It was either a rare or maybe even a hollow.
I think it was either a hollow pack or an MGLE.
Yeah, and it was like pretty terrible.
Cheeks.
We've had some pretty shit ones. And then on the other side of the spectrum, remember, I think the highlight pull that we had was
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan went Leroy Jenkins,
Leroy fucking Jenkins. He it revealed all and hit LaMelo.
And he hit a LaMelo hollow and just like went ape shit. And
Snooze, you're 100% right, because guess what? As of right now, right this
weaker counts.
No,
the moments themselves might be cool.
No. Stop, because even weak count moments right now, the weaker packs we're talking about are going to be like minted to infinity.
Yeah,
they're going to be minted to infinity.
But the play itself might still be cool. But
yeah, Svi Mihalkuk is going to have a dope ass fucking assist. Yeah. Nobody gives a shit. Okay. My point being, with all of this, it is incredible how many moments are going to be coming. Side note, let's take a step back. How great was the interview with Alan? We need to have him on every week if he'll be here, because I feel like we can extract things from him.
I think he would come on, like no bullshit. I think he would come on once a month. I think he would.
Yeah.
I think once a month or once every like 6 weeks. I don't think that's like a huge ask, like twice a quarter, maybe 3 times a quarter, like twice a quarter. I bet he would do it because he likes us and he's cool. And we have a good like rapport talking back and forth about stuff. But
just the amount of alpha, man.
Yeah, no, it's
and there. Amplified. No, it's going to be 250, easy.
Yeah, you're saying 250. I think
my guess is 250.
It's going to be easily 6-figure counts, easily.
The semi-uncomfortable. You mean Alan was semi-uncomfortable?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I don't think he was semi-uncomfortable. I didn't get that vibe, and maybe I need a vibe check.
No, I mean, you like to sniff your own farts a little bit, but you know, I'm just joking, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Excuse me? Excuse me? What?
I don't understand the he was uncomfortable thing though. I didn't think so.
What? What does that even mean? What do you mean? Oh my god.
Anyway,
like okay, so he was semi-uncomfortable in that like that we were asking him questions.
He danced around questions probably a little bit.
I dodge up into Alan. Uncomfortable in the sense that we were sort of pressuring him. He was like, I told you that in confidence. Okay. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Like, okay. Let's do farce.
He
had to keep it close to the vest.
Yeah, I mean, that's
totally
what you'd expect.
And that was the same thing that happened last time too. And
find ways to ask questions a different way.
I honestly think like, and I wasn't thinking about this before. Like the anger translator thing is such a good corollary. It's like, let me just say what you can't. Like let me say the thing that like you can't be explicit.
Just let his reaction speak for it or whatever.
So that was so. Couple things like recapping that. Running back coming tomorrow, or at least the announcement for it.
Wait. Oh, an announcement.
Yeah,
It's like,
Dumbo
wait,
said
coming tomorrow.
No, it's not going to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dumbo said an announcement coming tomorrow, which is great. He Alan said 2.5 weeks of at least 2.5 weeks between the start of the season and when we see S3 base.
Yeah. Well, he said that's how long it took last time. So
and he said I expect a similar time frame, which was
yeah.
So our season starts the 19th.
19th.
And then so 3 weeks after that would be November 9th.
Yeah. They'll have packs before Thanksgiving for sure.
Yes. I believe that is
a big drop.
That would be my guess.
The one thing that I didn't get to ask him, it just didn't conversation just got away. I do want to know, like, the counts are going to be really high, but are the moment counts themselves going to increase? You know what I mean? Like,
in the sense
how many moments per team? Yeah, like how many moments per team?
Plus base set moments in Series 2. Will there be 1,000 base set moments?
Correct. Like,
good question.
Like, would they do? Like you're saying 250K. Like, if they held the counts the same.
Mine. Yeah, that's for anybody that's curious. My 250,000 count is assuming a similar sized base set.
Yes.
So if it doubles the size of the base set, the only thing that gets wonky there is that they have made it explicit that they will only mint an individual player's base set moment one at a time.
Yeah.
So they won't have any going concurrently. It was while this like the 15,000.
If they get traded, they cut one off, they start a new one.
Right.
Whatever.
But what that means is that they need to mint them all up front. So like if they're going to mint them to 100,000 and then they're going to do 2 or 3 100,000s for, let's say, Trae Young, right? Like he has 100,000 base moments in Series 3. Like they're going to have to mint all 100,000 up front, and CC, like they're not going to have the same concept of like, hey, this is an open edition. Like they'll have to close it pretty quickly to be able to do that multiple times throughout the season. So if it's $100,000, I think it's going to be Trae has 3 or 4 $100,000 or 100,000 mint moments. Not there's one base set Trae or 2 base sets Traes. Anyway, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
I think that the TS debuts and the rookie moments are going to keep the same.
You think they stay 4K, 12K?
Yeah. I think they stay 4K, 12K.
And that sort of preserves kind of like what they are, Like ticket fodder is going to be.
Like I would not be surprised if they doubled. I would also not be surprised if they stayed the same. It would be great if there was consistency across the board. And that's not an unreasonable number either.
Yeah, they're going to be,
especially if they meant 400,000 moments of the rookie, right? Like it's okay that there's a really scarce rookie moment.
They're going to be looking at, like they're economists or whatever, like whatever number they come out with, it's going to be within mind, like how many engaged users we have now, and like basically supply demand dynamics and stuff like that. Like they're not gonna, I don't know. I'd imagine that they're still gonna try to make common rookie, debut type moments, not like total grails per se. Although you got 200, plus count commons, like it's possible, I guess, that it could be that rare. No, Mike, we haven't talked to the economy. We haven't, at least. I don't know if anybody's had him on a stream, but I think we'll make that happen eventually.
Yeah, it'll happen. So just for everybody's benefit, next week, I don't know that we have anything on the books for next week.
No.
As of right now.
I don't. But I don't have anything.
Not next week, but the week following, we have Jacob and Dave Feldman.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we'll be right back in the
big Top Shot
in the Thunderdome from a Top Shot perspective in 2 weeks. So make write it on your calendar. So you want to crack this pack and then we can give it away and we can walk out with it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh man.
Let's just hope I don't get anything super awesome that makes me want to cry. So I have to give it away.
You don't have to do that. Why don't you crack it and then decide what you're going to give away?
I mean, I could do that too. I could be a bastard about it. So I'm sharing the window. So let me see. Make sure that. Let me see. Let's see if the audio comes through.
Yeah, we do need the pack group and beats.
We got it. Can you
I
hear
can't
it?
hear it. No.
You can't hear it. Okay, we're definitely gonna do a do-over, and we're gonna get the audio because I can hear it, and it's the nice beats, the nice snare.
If anybody wins the sweet experience, do not bring your wife. Do not bring your girlfriend.
There you go.
Text me.
Yeah, seriously, don't. Yeah, just
I'll be there.
get Plunge to go with you. He'd be fun. He's like me, except like the northern version. He's
I'm
fun.
north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Western version, yeah, north of the Mason-Dixon line version. He's more tolerable version. All right, we got John Wall handles. Get it?
Oh, behind the back. Behind the back.
Oh, gets it to old woman.
If you bring your mom instead of me, I'm gonna kick you from the Plunge in Discord.
Loser. Last rocket moment, Mike over here. History.
I'm happy to. By the way, I'm happy to.
Ooh, triple
no
digit.
cereal.
Sekou Dembuya.
Literally,
That's
I've
a
never
rookie.
heard of this person.
That's a rookie. It's a rookie.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No,
You're
it's
a
not.
rookie.
It's
Yeah,
a
it is.
debut moment. It's not a rookie.
Oh, so that's his second year then. It's got to be his second year.
It's his first moment on Top Shot. It's not his first game in the NBA. Not his
Yeah,
rookie year.
but that has to be his second year. He's not that old. Sekou Dembuya.
He actually got traded and released, and is not in the league right now.
He's one of those. Who he play for? And Devin Booker. What do we got? He's dicing up Rudy Gobert.
The more I watch him play, like
Booker's great.
I loved
great.
Booker before. But like watching him in the playoffs, looks awesome.
He was smooth as hell at Kentucky, dude. Like watching him back at Kentucky, he was awesome.
Speaking of college basketball, how pumped are you for Memphis this year?
Oh, don't get me started.
It's gonna be unreal.
I'm going to Memphis Madness. Fuck it. I'm gonna give away all three of these.
Let's do it.
So
what should we be in the chat? What's the keyword?
Let's go book for Booker. Let's do book.
Here we go. You have 27 seconds.
Yeah.
To type book in the chat.
I am like beyond pumped for Memphis basketball. I'm going to Memphis Madness next week, which is like the hype, like, you know, like prospects come and they like introduce the team, and they usually have like special guests, like rapper or something, show up. For context of what like Penny Hardaway can pull, the last time that they did it and it was live and I went, they had Lil Baby and Future like just roll up on the floor and like just start fucking performing, which was badass. So that's like awesome. I don't know, like I mean Lil Baby was like kind of big, but now he's like a lot, like people who know rap like know exactly who he is. I'm pretty sure he's John Morant's favorite rapper.
There you go. Optical.
So like
Optical
that
with the win.
was
Hit us with your Top Shot username.
Yeah, hit me with Top Shot username, brah. Optical with the underscores. Let me get my little notes pad. So Optical won the Booker. It's gonna be 7 days. You know the drill. We'll do the next one. John Wall. Just
it
Wall.
Is Optical. AWPTICAL.
Okay, got it. Just do Wall.
Wall.
Run it.
Wall.
Run
Here
it.
we go.
Wall.
WAL.
You don't have to wait as long for this one, I guess.
20 seconds. Wall. WAL. There was only 27 people that entered that last one, even though we got 75 people in here.
Yeah.
So
maybe people
1
just
in
don't
20.
like free Devin
Wall.
Bookers. I don't know.
John Wall. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it. TSEN.
Yeah, give me
23.
your topside username for the
Top
Wall,
Shot username,
buddy. And then last one, who we got? We got Sekou.
TSEN is IM233. IM233.
Okay. And then the last one, Sekou. Let's just go Sekou. SEKOU.
SEKOU. SEKOU.
You
20
wanna follow
seconds. Sekou.
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with Memphis B-ball, I don't know when preseason rankings are going to come out, but they have probably the projected number 1 pick in next year's draft. Maybe he's like essentially being dubbed kind of like a
Sekou.
baby
SEKOU.
Kevin Durant, Emily Bates.
Thorax. We know you, but hit us with your Top Shot username nonetheless.
Thorax with the win.
Thorax with the win. Plungeon
nice.
Discord member, if I'm
Friend
not
of the
mistaken.
program. Friend of the program.
Friend of the program.
Let's see if we can get just.
How are we doing
just-
on that, by the way?
let's just-
How many people? And gas is atrocious, by the way.
Yeah, it can't.
How many did we sell? How many unique owners? We have 59 owners now.
Thorax.
That's cool. I'm cool with the slow burn, by the way, on this.
I don't care.
The smaller it is, the faster, the slower it grows, the better, in my opinion. If we gained one person a day,
I mean, it's not like we need and/or want money to like.
It's not about that. It's about like a nominal barrier to entry.
Yeah,
it's about a commitment. It's about a statement of intention, if nothing else. And I know that that's not for, and that's part of the reason why we're doing a fair amount of Discord, or excuse me, of giveaways, is because we recognize that not everybody, like $100 and something bucks is not nothing to everybody. But it's more about a intentional act than it is about the money.
Right. I like TuxCat. If I could sell my Owners Club cards, I'm getting into the plunging. I love it.
TuxCat.
Love the
Hit me up.
attitude.
Hit me up in DM.
We'll
we
make
can
it
trade.
work.
We'll make it work.
Meanwhile, the skinny Kevin Durant guy just scoring on moderately athletic high school kids.
Yeah, $80 in gas. Nuts. He's a big one.
He's gonna crush it.
We've been going 308. We should go. We should be done.
Yeah, we should be done.
We should be done.
This was fun though. We had a lot going on.
We had a lot going on. There was a lot of moving parts on that one.
Yeah. We had a lot.
Drop the Discord. No, if you're not in, you're not in.
Yeah, dude.
If you want the Discord, go to the fucking page.
You got to get the NFT.
It's literally connected to the page.
That's how you do it.
There's
a
link for the Discord in the fucking collection.
Send us out, bro. Just send us out.
We'll just go from there.
Bid everyone to do.